It's still low? I don't know. To an all new episode of Unhealthy and Unstable. Juwaan, I don't know why I'm coming in so loud.
It hurt me.
That's fine. I don't know.
Let me try. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
That's better.
Okay, so that's with no microphone. All right.
My ears are like, ouch.
I don't know. I didn't do anything differently. Was it coming in loud for you, Trevon?
I mean, a little bit, but it's all right. It was fine. Whatever.
Damn, Trevon just told me he's learned to sound me out. Damn, that's crazy. That's wild, bro. Anyway, god damn. Welcome to an all new episode of Unhealthy and Unstable, episode 31. We're charting along here. I feel like we've done this longer than just this year. To only have 31 episodes?
It does feel like that, doesn't it?
Well, we
Right?
have to do it longer than just not this show.
No. I'm just saying 31 feels low. It's 365 days in a year. I feel like we started this in what? March, maybe?
Was it that long ago?
Yeah. It was early this year.
Huh.
It was earlier this year, yeah.
Yeah, 31 seems low.
Yeah, because I remember saying I wanted to start earlier in that year, and we ended up starting in March.
Yeah. Oh, you know what it was. It was us trying to get other stuff figured out, and it never really materialized. But 31 just seems low as fuck. I feel like maybe I wasn't counting episodes early on. Maybe
we were counting.
Started counting it in the last 31 days.
Even if we did skip, it was like 1 week or two.
Yeah, it wasn't enough for us to. Oh, anyway, episode 31 is where we're at. Damn. We got some fun stuff to discuss today. But before I get into that, what's going on, guys? Trevon, Joel, what's going on?
What up, man? So same old.
Yeah, nothing much, Just I finally got the hang of Witcher, it seems. So that's good. So I'm enjoying that.
Finally.
Yeah, that's about it right now.
Love the sound of that, man. You scared me. You were like,
I'll get ready to delete it.
And it was just like, oh no.
I was getting ready to delete it.
That game is too great, man. Too great. Did you guys hear this crazy shit that some theaters are gonna allow a sing-along with fucking Wicked?
Yeah.
Yeah, now I'm terrified to go see it.
No, they're gonna basically another wave of showings, basically.
Right.
But a sing-along version. It's gonna say sing-along. It's the version of it.
I can't be in that. I can't.
Well, go now then. Before they do that.
Oh yeah, I don't. Trust me, for sure.
Because I swear to God, I'll ask for my money back. The first moment someone stands up and starts singing some shit, I'm fighting. Yeah,
well, you better make sure you don't click the one that says sing along, man. This is
normal. It'll say that specifically.
Yeah, it's supposed to be. They're doing another wave of it. They're doing a re-release.
Yeah,
they're gonna re-release it as a sing along version, basically. Yeah.
That is just the worst idea.
A second wave. People want to do that. They're telling people right now, do not sing.
Hum that shit in your head.
There are plenty of signs up right now that says "Do not sing." So
I don't want to hear the actual trained singers sing this shit. Damn sure don't want to hear y'all untrained motherfuckers sing this shit. Shut the fuck up.
This is absolutely a musical, Juwaan. So I think you need to.
Which again, I can stomach them singing it, not the crowd. Okay, this isn't fucking American Idol. Sing that shit in your car or at home. Fucking lose my mind.
Or if there's a sing along version, then go.
Sitting there fucking looking around like, how the fuck is everyone standing in unison? Starts fucking singing and shit? Oh, God. Blah.
This movie will make $1 billion off them sing-along ones, watch.
They are going to. You know what they're doing? They're doing the Taylor Swift motto. You know how Taylor Swift was releasing music and then merch? and that's how her album sales are going up. That's what Wicked's about to do. This sing along alone is about to do crazy money.
Yeah.
Which sounds absurd because it's like you could sing this anytime. Why would you like? Why did you specifically go?
But with the visuals, it's beautiful. It's something.
You've seen Wicked already, correct, Trevon?
I have. Yes.
And you were part of the sing along, correct?
I wasn't singing because I don't know the songs like that, but I have heard a few of them in passing. So I was like, oh, I remember this song. I remember hearing this.
Did you enjoy it?
I loved it. It was.
Did you cry? I keep seeing people coming out of it crying, and I'm like, I wouldn't have expected that.
Tear out a little bit, but not like boohoo.
Oh boy.
No, I didn't expect you to be like
Wicked.
to be like snotting and shit, but no. I just didn't expect. I don't know. I guess I don't. There's
a few moments in there, just like Greatest Showman had a few moments in it. It's certain things have a few little heart tugging moments in them.
Gotcha. All right. Well,
I'm a sap anyway though, so
Joel will be seeing it soon.
At some point.
You were saying this was your most anticipated this month, right? It was this, then Gladiator, then
Sonic. Sure, you told me yesterday you didn't like lying. You told that out loud. Remember, Trevon was on the phone with me. Remember?
That might have been a lie when I said that. For being honest, that might have been a lie also.
I don't like lying. I'm like, well, that's an absolute lie.
Well, I mean, if you knew it, what are we talking about? You knew.
Probably should have called you out on it when I heard it, but I figured I'd give him a chance.
Anytime I say things like that, I'm lying. So there's just no need to. That is the nonverbal we have is that I lie. It's just what I do, bro. I want to talk about this first. I'm gonna say it because I thought this was hilarious because every time they keep doing this, it keeps confusing me because I keep thinking like, oh, this is footage from something, and then I go, it's just that fucking cruise they keep doing, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I wish they would stop.
It's all indication, though.
No, but it never materializes into shit.
Because it's not. It's probably not canon. It's just for them. It's for the people on the ship.
But they keep showing me cool shit that's not canon. Just get if you get hired actors that aren't the actual actors to play it, I can disassociate it. But when it's the actual actors playing it, it's a bit frustrating to keep seeing.
The money those people are probably playing, I'd rather get the real actor. I'll take it.
Oh, well, no.
Oh, they're paying a grip.
I understand it from the consumer standpoint of it. I understand that. I'm just saying for me that never goes to do any of this shit, to keep seeing someone go, oh, look at a photo of the Young Avengers together. I'm like, oh, someone must have leaked some shit. And I look at it, I'm like, is this the cruise shit? Like, what the fuck, man? It's driving me crazy. But they look great. They look great.
If I can actually pull it up, give me a second. It's
a very chill picture. It's not like they're dressed up. They're like.
Well, one of them is.
Because her dress up is when she's dressed down.
No. Remember, Cassie's in her suit. In America Chavez, that's what she always wears.
Cassie is in her suit.
Yeah, Cassie's in her suit.
She is in her suit, isn't she?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Window. The sky. Oh, nope. That's not what I want to do.
There. You could just, if you want to just zoom in just at
How's that?
Bottom doesn't matter.
Can you see it? What do it look like?
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
The actual event. So the bottom is the actual canon.
Well, the bottom
started,
but these three young ladies will start to integrate into. But that's why when I first went on Twitter and I saw the up top and then the at bottom, I'm like, someone leaked some shit. But I'm like, where did that come from? And I'm scrolling, looking into it, and it was just like Cruise Line. I'm just like, they did it again. I remember when they did it with Captain Marvel and Captain America and Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm like, oh, where did they leak this from? Like, oh, no, it's just from the crew. I'm like, bro. I do love this, and I love the foreshadowing for when we do get them all together. I don't know. I know this America Chavez always wears in the comics. I don't know. Part of me kind of wanted them to switch it up a little bit. Give me something a little bit different. Doesn't
Maybe
have
they
to be
will.
suit, but
I mean,
just a little bit.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm just saying. I would like for whenever we see her again. She doesn't have to have like a full superhero suit. If her whole look is the street look, that's fine. But maybe spruce it a little bit. Give me something. So it just screams hero. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just want something to bolster it a little bit. Seeing Cassie in the suit again is pretty cool. Seeing Riri just dripping with swag is just awesome. I can't wait to see Ironheart, especially with the few details we just got. Did you guys see? I didn't put it in the group chat because I'm like, it was spoilery, but I don't know how true it is. Not people. Someone had the breakdown of episodes for Ironheart, and when certain things are going to happen in said episodes of Ironheart. Did you guys see anything like that on the timeline and just swipe by it?
No,
I did not.
No,
I saw it and I was just like, if that does happen, I'll be uncontrollable. If that happens, even in the
you have to tell me afterwards then, because now I'm curious.
I will. Yeah, I will. I mean, I guess I could say it here. I don't know that it's a spoiler. I don't know that whoever.
But just in case.
Okay, that's fair. I mean, it doesn't come out till like next summer. Is anyone gonna remember it?
Never know.
I'll probably remember.
You will, but I don't think it. If I showed you right now, Joel, where it was from, you would immediately tell me I don't know who the fuck they are, Juwaan. You would probably say sounds about right, but never know. Because I know it's no one you've ever heard of. Because I feel like we've had a conversation about people to trust and people not to trust, and these people were not on it.
I mean, there's always new people popping in and out, so that's why you never know. It's someone I haven't paid attention to. No,
I refuse to believe there's something you don't know when it comes to Scoopers.
I don't know. I don't narrow down like I used to. Primarily, because I kind of in and out most of the time. I used to track the rumors more back then. Now it's more like I treat rumors very much as they're rumors. And if I trust the source, I'll just give more credence to it. But I won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. It's from, and I know you guys have seen the Marvel updates. Like, it's just from them. They're not even citing another source.
It's Marvel updates.
Yeah. But like I said, when you hear what they're saying, it makes sense. But it's just like anyone could say that, really. You know, like it's not like a what? It's like, well, yeah, I mean, I guess I could put 2 and 2 together to get that, but whatever. All right, so we're just gonna go through a bunch of stuff that's been popping up. I thought this was a very weird way to announce this, I guess, but we're getting more Star Wars Visions. Kind of would have preferred that to have been a bigger announcement than it was. I just happened to scroll by it when I saw it.
I don't know. I guess they don't. Maybe they don't. I don't know. Because it's like anthology, right?
Isn't it? What?
It's like an anthology, right? Like every episode.
Yeah.
It's different.
Yeah.
You ever see that?
No. I saw like the first season, maybe, possibly.
You know what it is, Trevon? It's one of those cool things to where it's like I compare Star Wars Visions to someone that maybe hasn't started What If. It's like you don't need to watch What If. It's just really cool. You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're not missing out on anything narratively as a whole in the MCU if you're not watching What If. You're missing out on really great animation.
Did see an interview that said there's a reason What If is ending now for bigger implications of the multiverse.
I just took it more so as the multiverse is heading out. So when we do What If again, it'll be with stories that have nothing to do with the multiverse. But I mean, it wouldn't shock me if Uatu was in Secret Wars. Like that wouldn't shock me at all. we're doing a Watu since James Gunn introduced them in live action, and then we've never seen them again. We're doing a Watu in the live action. So
Well, they did the watch, yeah, and they're gonna do those watchers again because
Right.
and we already saw in the trailer there's like 3 watchers that pop up.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. But I am excited for Star Wars Visions. It's combining the elements that always inspired George Lucas when he created Star Wars, like the idea of samurais, the idea of different aspects of not necessarily anime, but you get to see a lot more cooler action.
Okay.
It's visually stunning. It's so much fun. It's definitely something you should just take a look at, see if you like it. Just watch an episode, see if it's your thing. Like, look, I have no judgment towards you not watching it because that's how I feel about Love, Death, Robots. Joel swears by it.
Same.
I don't like the way that shit looks. I don't watch it. I don't like the way it looks. So I have nothing disrespectful to say about it. It's just not my cup of tea.
I'm very excited to look for the anthology video game thing they're doing.
I am too. Some of them Amazon. Just feel like Love, Death, Robots. So some of them I might be a little picky about watching. So
I think I'm more excited because I'm more familiar. Like, what if I'm more familiar with the characters? Yeah. The games that are coming out, I should be familiar with some of them. So that's why it'll be fun.
Well, I will say this about Visions. What might actually be better for you, Trevon, is that it's not anyone you know. So it's not a they're using Luke again, or they're using Ahsoka. It's more so original characters that if they decided to maybe bring into the live action at some point, you're literally growing with that character that they introduce in Vision. So none of those characters are actual characters. They're all original concepts. So
okay.
It's not like you'll watch and go, bro, another Anakin, another Vader. Like, no. Like some of the stories go back to Japan, where it's like samurais, but they have lightsabers. And it sometimes goes into like the future. It's all kinds of different stuff. So again, like I said, if you ever get an itch, just watch one episode, see if it catches your interest. If not, it's just not for you. Which again, like I said, I respect it because I don't do Love, Death, Robots. So I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
I watch all the other Star Wars stuff. Well, I haven't watched Bad Batch yet. I need to. But that's the one I need to watch.
Batch is really good. Really good.
I'm back.
Else, right?
Yeah. I'm missing Star Wars animation. So as much as I wasn't like dying for more Star Wars vision. Like when I stopped hearing about it, I assumed it was over. And I was like, okay, well, cool. We have Bad Batch and, whatever else. But now that you're not hearing about any other Star Wars animation, I'm like, well, fuck it. I'll take Visions. Like, I'll take anything.
That's one of them shows that can keep coming back. Sounds like it's an anthology. It can keep, whatever. Whenever it feels like it. Hey, we're back again.
Yeah. I thought it was weird that we weren't hearing anything. That's why I said it caught me off guard when a Star Wars page, I saw it from a Star Wars page before I saw it from Disney. So I'm like, okay.
To be fair, we did it, and we deal. It seemed like that happens a lot with the Star Wars shows.
Yeah, that's
we don't hear anything.
Yeah,
like, are we getting season 2? No, yes, oh no, okay.
Yeah, I think that's very problematic. They need to work on that. Speaking of Star Wars, we got I don't think we talked about it last week because I think it happened after our show. But we got a new trailer for Skeleton Crew. I believe the final trailer, probably.
It'll be out soon, so probably. You
said what, Joel?
I said it'll be out soon, so probably.
Yeah. December 3rd, I think. I'm indifferent. I thought it was cool. It's one of those things that in watching it, it's gonna have to like capture me. I do think because they're parading it around that maybe it's not true. I'm thinking Jude Law's character is not in a former Jedi. Because I kind of feel like wouldn't you want to maybe hold on to that as like the big surprise? But because in your promotional stuff you keep hitting that, I'm like maybe that's just something he's saying to get the kids to like trust him. but I wouldn't be shocked if like turns out he's not a Jedi at all. And we got news that Nick Frost is bringing. Is voicing for a Skeleton Crew a rogue droid named SM-33, or 33 to his friends. So Nick Frost will be voicing a new robot for people to fall in love with. Joel, did this Skeleton Crew trailer catch you? You excited for it?
I only seen the one.
But okay, so I'll even ask you that. From the one that you saw, did it strike your interest, or is it something that's gonna have to earn your care each week?
I was intrigued, so I'll watch it, but I don't know anything about what the fuck they're showing me, so I'm just curious more than anything. So it's like, all right, cool. Like, show me something cool, and you'll get me. It don't take much.
Yeah, when they showed the trailer, then compared it to Goonies, I'm like, yeah, it makes sense. It looks.
I like Goonies, so that was one way to get me.
Yeah, it looks just like it. Trevon, are you sold on Skeleton Crew, or are they gonna have to kind of sell you on it weekly with each episode?
I'm gonna watch it
Mm-hmm.
because y'all are. I'm not that excited about it. It look okay. I've never seen the Goonies, so
Never
I don't know.
Goonies.
Nope. So
have you seen what's that movie, Joel, with the guy that was voicing Superman? The New 52 Superman movie, Jeremy.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
What was that movie where they were kids and they found the dead body by the water?
Stand By Me?
Stand By Me. Was it Stand By Me? You ever see Stand By Me, Trevon? No? Wow. Okay, damn.
no.
All right.
Was Disney Channel he wasn't watching?
I'm like, all right. I'm like, I part of me was like, I'll give you Goonies, but like Stand By Me, I kind of feel like even people that aren't really interested in movies have seen Stand. Like that was like a school movie. Like school would put that shit on for you to watch.
I remember that shit.
Our school put on Lion King.
You said what?
Our school put on Lion King. I don't know about Stand By Me. Okay.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, no, I mean, like I said, so if it's something that Trevon maybe captures you as it goes, I think that might be. Yeah, I think
I'm gonna watch it. Yeah,
it's a kid adventure.
I'm gonna watch it day one.
But. The only reason I'm gonna watch because like part of me was like when I first heard about this show and the way they were describing it, I'm like, not really. But then they said apparently it's part of the Mandalorian universe. Like it's in that timeline. So you may see some of these characters in whatever this big, massive movie is that they're dealing with Ahsoka and Mando and the Rebels and all that. So I'm like, I don't want to not watch it, and then they pop up somewhere, and I'm like, why do they look so familiar? So I'm like, nah, I gotta watch it.
It says John Watts is doing it, so that was just
thing
for me.
Yeah. He was actually. This was, I believe, the biggest thing he took once he decided not to do Fantastic Four. I think he went on to do. Because I remember they were saying he was going to do Star Wars, and I'm like, John Watts doing Star Wars could be pretty cool. Yeah. I didn't know this is what the motherfucker was throwing. I'm like, John Watts doing lightsabers would be awesome. He's just like, no.
He does have an affinity for 80s movies.
So.
He does. And his coming of age. He loves
exactly. Coming of age movies. So this is more or less what this will be like that. But this is more Goonies, less Bueller's.
All right. So that's so December 3rd. It's a 2 episode series premiere.
Okay.
So Trevon, you were saying that you saw Wicked, and apparently before Wicked, you got the trailer of How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes.
Which, by the way, I've been saying wrong this whole time. I've been saying How to Train a Dragon. It's How to Train Your Dragon.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it was How to Train a Dragon. Never knew I've been wrong this whole time.
I didn't know there was either way because I never seen the animated one. I just know about
the animated one.
No,
I didn't.
This is very in pop culture, so that's the only reason I know what it is. Yeah. Okay.
They're
Yeah, I hear about it all the
very
time.
good
I just
movies,
never.
for sure.
Yeah. I didn't watch
Did
them
the
when they
trailer do
came
anything
out.
for you, Trevon? Like, did it interest
Oh,
you
they
at all?
look cool. Like I was like, oh, what's this? And then so when they said what it was, I said, oh, I mean, I know I know it's a big deal. So I was like, oh, they're doing this live action. Cool. It looked good. I was like,
Right?
look at the dragon. I like how the dragon looks, because I do remember that dragon looks like that. I was like, okay, so it looks just like the cartoon.
Like exactly.
So they didn't say let's change it. They said no, we'll do exactly how it look. Just do it. That's right. Just do it. It just reminded, like, for me, I was like, good on them, because I remember what happened with Sonic. So let's just do it like what people used to. Just do it. It's fine. We know it ain't real no way, so it's okay. So
I don't know why people are so obsessed with that. I don't know why they think we would want a real looking hedgehog. Like, no, dog. We want what we've been playing for over 20 plus years. Stop getting so cute, bro.
I can't believe they tried that. I was like,
make
did
Sonic
y'all really
look
look at
accurate.
this and gave it to us for real?
Yeah.
That was so funny to me.
I appreciate that they didn't play stupid when we started shitting on it. They were like, yeah, no, we figured. Yeah, sorry. That's us. That's on us.
I want to see that he looked back at Mandarin. I said, I fucking told you. I don't know who you thought was you gonna get away with that bullshit.
You know, it's funny. You know, in situations like that, there was always that one guy at the table when they were pitching the look. That was just thank you. That was just like, guys, I don't think people are gonna like it. They're like, shut up, Jeremy. No one wants to hear your thoughts. And then once the internet shitted on them, Jeremy was just like, I mean, fuck me, right? But I told you guys, no one's gonna like it. Looks horrible. But,
it does. It did. I was like,
whatever. Because you know what it was? The bigger problem it had was, if you're making a Sonic movie, you're supposed to be marketing children. It scared adults. So I'm like, you're failing miserably.
Can you imagine if they did go with that, how would Tails look?
It would have failed.
It
never would have got that far.
Oh my
god! No.
Because
Tails would have still been the end credit scene, but they wouldn't have got a second movie. That's for sure.
Tails would look awful too. Oh my god!
Which would have sucked, because it would have had a beautiful script.
Yeah.
With a disgusting looking.
I couldn't even look at him. I was like, this ain't. Right. I don't like him. I can't. Yeah. But yeah. So it looked great. It looked amazing. I will be seeing it.
100%.
I will be seeing it. So
I'm very.
What type of genre?
Because it's the only way we see Jim Carrey, right? Or he just go disappear somewhere. So I'm glad they fixed it, and we get to keep seeing Jim Carrey. I love Jim Carrey.
And it's Jim Carrey doing Jim Carrey things, which is fun too.
Oh, I had went back to How to Train Your Dragon, but yeah, I'll say I'm gonna.
No, I got you.
Okay, yeah, I'm saying I'm gonna see it. I'm gonna see all of the things.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch the animated movies?
No.
Why? They're good.
Okay. I mean, it's fair, Joel, because like me, I told you I've not seen Moana. So if the first time I see Moana, it's a live action, I just let the live action do what the animated did for some people. But I am very excited for How to Train Your Dragon. It looks great. That was numero uno for me. How is that dragon gonna look? Yeah. The fact that dragon looks exactly, not somewhat, exactly like its animated counterpart. Told me. And here's the crazy part: they didn't even show you any other dragon. So I don't care if the other dragons look horrible. The main one I'll be seeing all the time looks perfect.
That's some weird looking dragons. So I look forward to seeing it.
So I don't know how because like some of them were drawn comically.
Yeah, like that's why I'm like
a big fight, shit like that. So it's like I don't think they're gonna make them look comical.
Two-headed one. But,
there was a couple. I mean, even some of the humans that they in the animated movie looked comical. They don't look comical in this movie.
Yeah,
they look regular, right? So it's like I don't know how accurate all the dragons will look. But the main one looks great, and that's really all I give a fuck about. So, because that's the one I'm going to see all the time. It's Toothless, so I don't really give a fuck about any other dragon. Actually, I take that back. Whoever they decide to go with for the big bad dragon, he needs to look really good. Your villain needs to look great. Your hero needs to look great. As long as those two look great, I'm good. You sold me. So
I think this proves they're going to do great with it. Based on how that look. So.
Sure. I need to at some point look up who did this because I want to make sure I give them a lot of credit. The director.
I don't know the director.
Yeah, I'll definitely look into that to give them a lot of credit because this looks awesome. Joel, were you sold?
Yeah, I mean, I was excited from when I first heard about it. I was like, oh, cool, cool. Because look, I'll be honest with you. I didn't never cared for this franchise ever,
Yeah,
right?
that's fair.
But then when they like, and then one couple, we got stuck here for a while. So I'm like, all right, do you want to watch a movie? So I'm like, I have not watched these movies. I keep hearing they're fucking great. So let's watch them. And oh man, we just watched. I watched all three in like within a month. I was like, these are good. I was wrong. I was very wrong. I was very wrong.
That's sometimes the best feeling, though, right, Joel? Where you're
It
like,
is.
I'm avoiding it, and then you watch it, and you're just like, man,
I,
this is
it's,
really
it
good.
is it is a good feeling because like, even I do that all the time with shows. I'm like, that does not look entertaining at all, and then I watch it. I'm like, that was wrong. That was really good.
I can tell you not to steer too far off of the topic, but I can tell you right now, for me, that's Abbott Elementary.
You
I
thought that looked bad?
first season. No. I didn't think it was bad. I just thought it was doing the same thing I didn't like from Parks and Rec. I felt like they were just it was like a carbon copy of The Office. And I'm like, they've already perfected it with The Office. I don't want to see a carbon copy of it.
They're not carbon copies.
They're not. That's my point. That's what I'm saying. I was wrong. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Once I watched it,
you should definitely check out Parks and Rec then.
No. I did watch Parks and Rec.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, I did watch Parks and Rec. I used to be a massive Aziz Ansari fan, so I was definitely watching Parks and Rec.
Got it.
But I did end up watching it closer to when it went off air, as opposed to when it first started.
Oh yeah, I didn't watch it until like midway through. I didn't watch it at first. I didn't watch Office either until it was over.
The Office, yeah. You know, I started it the season before Michael left. That's when I started The Office.
It would be on, and I'd leave it on sometimes, but I never paid attention to it. And again, if someone was like, "Yo, it's the funniest show ever," I'm like, "It's impossible." Let me start it.
I can see you saying that as someone that grew up a massive Friends fan, a massive.
I loved Friends. Yes.
Someone telling you this is the funniest.
I did not grow up with a Seinfeld. I watched that later too.
Oh, you watched Seinfeld later.
Yeah,
Friends.
April got me to watch Seinfeld. I got her to watch Friends. But like, yeah, it's one of those things where like, yeah, once I watched Off, I'm like, yeah, they're fucking great. It's fantastic.
It's one of the goats. And albeit there are elements of Abbott Elementary that do mirror The Office, where it's
it's the interview thing.
Right.
That's all the thing that they mimic.
Not even that. I could see characters of The Office in some of the characters from Abbott Elementary.
Stereotypes. Those are.
Yes, 100%. Yeah, 100%. There's no argument there whatsoever. Yeah, 100%. But where it differs is it's more emotional. It's just more emotional. The story is catered to actually teaching you something.
That's the plan,
you know what I'm saying? The Office is more so just laugh at us, right? We're just going to be stupid for 30 minutes. Abbott Elementary, it's a lesson to it, and it's very beautiful.
Office is very deadpan because there's no laugh track. They're sitting there like,
yeah.
you know,
like, your laughter is genuine because there is no okay. This is supposed to be funny, so here's a laugh track.
All right.
Like, no, you laugh. So,
absolutely.
I appreciate shows like that with no laugh track. But yeah, so we're all in. We're all in for How to Train Your Dragon, and I'll try to always remember it's your. not A.
It's fine.
So since leaving comicbook.com, Brandon's been on his own wave, and apparently he's breaking news.
Phase Zero.
I was just gonna say it's phase. I was gonna say phase zero. So thank you for saying it right.
So apparently he's breaking news. Apparently he's reporting on this that Sony reportedly restarted the script for Beyond the Spider-Verse.
He's the one that said that?
You say it again?
He's the one that reported that?
That's I saw tagging him. Yeah.
Okay. I saw it going around. I didn't know where it was coming from.
Yeah, they're saying it came from him. I don't know where he himself said it, but everyone's tagging him as a source.
He has connections, so that wouldn't be so
no, I don't doubt it. I'm just saying I don't know.
He got some big people on that channel.
Because sometimes what happens is a page will see someone else tag Brandon.
Yeah.
But it didn't come from Brandon. It came from someone that Brandon spoke to. You know what I'm saying? And then Brandon just repeated it, and everyone's just like, "Oh, I guess Brandon said it." So that's why I want to be clear. I don't know if Brandon said it, but they're sourcing him, so I don't want to not source him if it did come from him.
Let's see if it came from his Phase Hero page.
So apparently Sony's reportedly restarted the script for Beyond the Spider-Verse after Across the Spider-Verse was released. The studio reportedly still hasn't decided on the ending. Look, I'm going to be honest with you. I'd much rather hear nothing about this until it's done, ready to start filming or whatever they need to do, or animating, whatever, and then just put it out. Like it's trauma for me at this point.
It is.
The way the last one ended, it's like you're now making me wait way too long for that payoff of that. Like I'm gonna 100% have to rewatch this right before this next movie comes out.
Oh
Just
yeah,
get that feeling back. You know,
you know they're gonna do a double feature.
Oh, of course,
or maybe a triple feature.
It's so unfortunate. It's so unfortunate because we had too much information about this follow-up movie, and then slowly but surely started losing everything about it. So it just became annoying. So at this point, I'd much rather not hear anything till everything's good to go. You know so, because it's just getting real annoying at this. I actually just rewatched this movie maybe like a week or two ago because I was scrolling through Netflix and I saw it and I was just like, man, I love this movie. Watched it again, got to the ending again, got upset all over again. So I'm like, I just don't want to hear about this shit anymore. Joel, I heard you saying you feel the same. You feel the same?
Yeah, when you're ready, let me know. Don't fuck with me. I don't like to be. Don't tease me. Just let me know. Like I'll be happy. Then you can start teasing me when I know there's an end date to it. Like,
because I mean, the worst part for us, Joel, is that they said everyone outside of Haley is on. So I'm like, it's not even like.
He did say it.
Say it again, Trevon.
He did say it.
Brandon did
on
say
the podcast. On the podcast.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I wanted to make sure I sourced them just in case.
If that's the case, then what the fuck are they recording? That the script got
did they record? Because now you essentially got
or if they recorded, it doesn't matter.
He's saying they didn't even have the ending. They restarted after the movie.
I could see that because they're like, is it 3 movies and it's over, or do you continue, or like what happens? That's a good question.
I mean, we always thought the end game was to bring it into live action, so it'll be interesting to see what they end up doing. I mean, because they're doing pieces of it in live action. So
I mean, that should have been the goal from the beginning, but who knows with this fucking company? The only good thing they do.
It would have been so fun. Like we got the little tease we got in the Spider-Man game. They could have did it all. They could have just went all with it, man. It could have been
Yep.
They are a weird company.
Look. Let's be fair to them. They still could do it. No, I'm saying they still could do it. They very much still could do it.
They sure can,
but damn, man, like.
But the thing is, they gotta earn our trust because like right now it's like.
You told us it was going to be ready, right?
It's the only thing you guys do that we don't really have an issue with right now. So.
I am a little curious though, because if this were ever something to manifest as getting this in live action, I'm curious how they would go about it, because Kevin's been talking really confidently, like he's already talked to them about MCU using Miles Morales. So I'm like, if he's using Miles Morales, you're not going to create a whole new Miles Morales, but in your universe, that's counterproductive. You
could change the lead though for the next Spider-Verse movies. You could do you can look at from a different Spider character.
Yeah,
because you did Miles for 3 movies, you can do another one and then let him now Miles in live action and fuck him, and then you do someone else.
I would be. They could do Spider-Gwen. Let Spider-Gwen be your lead. I'd be fine with that.
Or finally get the Silk. They've been like, I don't know what happened to her. They were going to do her in live action and then disappeared. And
they were going to do Spider-Woman. That disappeared.
Yeah, they were doing in the game as well. Remember?
They're definitely going to. That I have more faith in that coming over and like Silk in live action. So
you say that for a game that refused to give us a fucking DLC.
I mean, but they gave us 2 movies and the Bongos spinoff. So as of right now, they've given me more. I trust them. They haven't given a shit. They never told us they would. That's the only difference.
That's true. Yeah, no argument here.
I'm saying that they should. They should have, but they never did. You know.
Trevon, are you with me and Joel? You just tired of hearing about it? You just when you're done and it's ready to come out, that's when you start talking again.
I've been annoyed since we came out of that theater, and then like a few days, a week later, they were like, "Oh yeah, hey, by the way, that date was a lie." I was like, "Burn it down."
That's crazy, though.
I'm like, burn it down. Burn it
Everyone's
down.
like, "Oh, so what's next year?" Right? Like, yeah, and then no.
No,
I was like,
No.
no, not at all.
so
Sorry,
I'm about
guys.
my pitchforks now. Come on, this was ridiculous.
That was fucked up. Like, how you gonna
It
tell me?
was.
But you know
Because
what?
in your mind, you had that thinking, like, okay, this ended.
Yeah.
Cool, I ain't gotta wait too long. And look at this shit. Come on, man.
But they were killing their artists. To be fair, that's what happened.
True.
Wait, could you guys have pictured the mindset casual fans would have been in if it took 4 years to get from Infinity War to Endgame? And they're just sitting there like, oh my God, are these characters really dead? It's like, no, they're going to come back. But when? It's like, I honestly can't answer that. I don't know. Like, I want to tell you soon, but they are taking forever.
When did Into the Spider-Verse came? Or Across Spider-Verse?
2 years ago.
It's been 2 years already?
Yeah, I think it's been 2 years. Because remember, a lot of last year was towards the end was the whole strike and everything that we thought maybe was pushing a lot.
I try to forget about the strike.
Right.
And Chris Miller, I think, came on Twitter like in September this year. It was like, nothing's been scrapped. It's being animated. And I was like, okay. So
We're like, okay, Chris. Okay.
Where's the trailer then?
Right.
Is anything?
Not even that, Trevon. Forget. Look. This is the one
man.
time, Trevon, I will be on my best behavior patience-wise. I don't even need a trailer. Just give me a date. I'll take a date. That way I can say, okay, it's coming out in 2 years. No problem. I can forget about it, think about it again in a year and a half, right?
Yeah.
But with no date, you telling me that it's being animated, it's like, okay, are you going to take as long as Invincible did? Is it going to be 4 years? Or
I'm starting to worry if we're ever going to get it.
What?
I'm starting to worry if we're ever going to get it. Like,
I feel like that sometimes, right? Like, I don't know. But we wish them the best, and we hope we get this.
We do
sooner.
But hurry up.
Yeah.
I mean,
I will consider it a big problem if we're playing Spider-Man 3 before this movie drops.
Fair. That's very fair.
That will be very frustrating. Because, they'll probably dive a little bit more into maybe DLCs of Into the Spider-Verse with that game. Now that Miles is at the forefront of that franchise. So
that is true.
Who knows, So do something, please. Anything, please. Something. All right, Trevon, I'm going to send you another photo to put up. So apparently we got news. I'm going to keep saying this is a rumor. I'm pretty sure like Deadline or someone actually reported this, but I'm going to keep saying rumor. Apparently we have a casting for Scream 7. Apparently Isabel May has been cast as the lead and will play Sydney's daughter in Scream 7.
Interesting.
Now, I know, Joel, you not so much, but I know me and Trevon were very vocal about not supporting this franchise anymore. But I'm going to be seated. So I'm going to go see this movie. I don't like them. I don't respect what they did. But I can't give up on Sydney now. If I sat through Scream 4, I gotta push through. You know what I'm saying? I gotta push through. Scream 4 was god awful. I mean, god awful. Scream 4, the one with her niece, or her cousin. Oh god damn, was that thing?
That wasn't that bad.
Yes, it was. Oh god. Oh man.
Hey, Jamie.
Hey, Jamie.
Hello.
What's going on, everybody?
Oh, okay, guys. We got Jamie. Welcome in. We got apparently some quote-unquote news from Collider.com, whoever this is coming from. But apparently they're saying the Superman trailer is expected to arrive online mid-December and could be attached to Mufasa.
Mufasa. Say it again.
Which is interesting because that means James definitely called over to Disney and was just like, hey, win-win here. Can I attach my trailer to you? No big deal.
I was already going to see Mufasa.
Now I have to see Mufasa because there ain't no way I want to watch this on the television screen. If I can get this on the big screen, I'll sit through Mufasa. See it.
Back then, that's what we did, though. We watched movies just to see them.
Just to see the trailer. Wait, what was that movie we all went to go see Phantom Menace? That trailer. What was that movie that was showing that everyone went just to see Phantom Menace?
I went to see The Village just so I could see the Batman Begins trailer. I'm like, I'll sit through this shit. And for me, it was shit. I did not like that movie, but that trailer was worth it.
Which movie was it?
The Village.
The Village.
The Village. I easily would have, right after that Batman trailer finished, I easily would have went right out and went, hey, I get my money back.
I'm not one for confrontation.
I did what I came here to do, so I'm out. Help me out here.
I've only walked out of one movie in my life.
You said what?
I've only walked out of one movie in my life.
What movie was that?
Well, it was one of those mystery movies that Regal was doing.
Oh.
So I didn't know what I was going to do when I walked in there.
See?
And then when I got sat down, it was like the Beer Run movie, the one from Apple or whatever. I was like, nah.
To know you is to know you put expectations on what that movie could be.
I did.
And I keep telling you, they're not going to give you a massive movie in that. They're just not. Because usually you want to kind of do that to try to build some kind of conversation. But if a lot of people aren't going to go see it, why would you waste your big movie on a random Tuesday hoping someone goes to see it? That's more so for, you know what should have did that? The Crow. The Crow should have had a random Tuesday screening.
I still haven't seen that.
Yeah, well, you're not missing anything. Except for a good nap. If you're looking for a great lullaby, ain't get any better than that movie. Me and Joel took turns watching that movie. Joel leaned over to wake me up. And at one point, I leaned over to wake him up. That movie was just...
Oh, the Crow?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was bored. But sadly, the action was like the last 20 minutes of the movie. So
I will say that's the one rare time. You know when people say, I hope all the good stuff wasn't in the trailer. That movie 100% was that.
Oh, yeah. It's like, wow. Legit. Fuck with me.
You start watching it an hour in and you're just like, okay, I don't see any of the cool scenes.
Yeah.
Then when you get to one part of the movie, you're just like, I see how this is going to go.
Yeah.
All the cool scenes.
By the end of the movie, I think he pulled off the look. I was like, all right, he got the look.
He sold me on the look. The problem was that you had lost me throughout the movie to get me to the look.
It was trying to stay away.
Got the look.
Yeah. You said what, Trevon?
I said he always got the look.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You know, I was actually going to respond to that to saying, yeah, he's always looked good. And then I realized who I was talking to, and our movies that were totally different. Totally different. But Trevon, if you got the picture that you can put up Isabel May.
Oh. Well, we're gonna put it up this way now. There you go, over our faces. There you go.
Oh, okay, all right.
I'm happy for her because like I feel like
I think that's Joel talking. Go ahead, Joel. Were you saying you're happy for yourself?
I said I am happy for her because I feel like she's bound to break out at some point. Because she seems to be getting casted in certain things. Like she was supposed to be, before DC got taken over, she was going to be one of the Wonder Twins.
Yeah, I do remember.
Oh, that's right.
She might be in the new Spider-Man movie.
Who her?
Gwen Stacy.
Rumoring that she could be Black Cat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Her?
rumor.
Or what? Or we're talking about whatever. What's her name? Klein. I thought she was the one they were talking about.
Was that the one? I could be mistaken.
Different blonde actress.
I won't speak to that, but what's up, Didge? What's up, DJV?
That's interesting.
But she's a good actress, so I'm happy for her. Scream, like I take it movie by movie with that franchise, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, again, I like the last two.
Same.
I thought it was a resurgence for a dying franchise. And then you got rid of all the hotness. And now I'm stuck with
some of the best parts of those movies. You're gone now, so like
I'm stuck with the Golden Girls now. Old ass Courtney Cox.
Now hold on now. Hold on.
Like all that hotness you just stripped away from me. I'm like, oh,
Ooh.
thank you for being a friend, I guess. So who knows? Maybe they find a way to make this movie hotter. But
I mean, they added in some beauty in there. What you mean? Don't play.
Wait, I mean,
added in who?
They added in some beauty in this stuff. Don't play now. Don't play.
Well, I appreciate that for you. It's not the same for me. So for me, they took all of it out. To be fair, they took it all out once Jenna said she was out. So, that was a lot
still
of hot.
got Mason. I don't know.
But whatever. We got Beetlejuice out of it, I guess. So great.
That's
But Jamie, with all that crazy controversy that was going on with this Scream franchise, were you off the train with this franchise, or are you still willing to see how this thing keeps charting forward?
I ain't never bought a ticket, ain't never been to the station. I've seen the first scene of the original Scream.
Wait. Oh, so you don't watch these? Huh.
Not y'all know I'm like, I don't
these are
watch a lot
more
of scary
comedy.
stuff.
These are more funny to me.
So I've heard.
To me, these are comedy.
Don't let Trevon do that to you, because there's no way you consider Scream comical.
It's comical.
But what's that fucking movie? Scares the shit. The Strangers.
That
it's
is
the same thing.
No.
It's the same thing.
That sounds kind of different.
No.
I haven't even seen it, but the way he described it, it sounds kind of different.
All they do in
The
Scream
Strangers
is stab. It's the same
Scream
thing.
is more like it's like it's like funny. It's like this shit probably won't happen. Strangers is terrifying.
What?
Okay? Strangers is terrifying. Okay?
It's the same premise. A random person coming up and stabbing you wearing a mask.
They were not random. The people that were killing were not random. There was not they had a reason to what they were doing.
Sure, yes. But
they had a reason.
Strangers had a reason to also.
They were
targeted. No, they did not.
You were home.
They said, yeah, you were home. That's not a reason.
That's a reason.
That is that is terrifying.
If you weren't here, I couldn't kill you. That's a good enough reason for them.
See.
I mean that first, what's his name, in the beginning of the last movie, that was random, wasn't it? He killed that one girl before he got killed.
Yes.
That's just for them being dumb enough to be in that town.
I'm just saying, but like that wasn't New York.
That was
what's that town have all that shit going on? I ain't living there no more. What you mean?
No, but that was in New York, that scene.
It was, yeah.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah. That was random.
Well, also, if I found out that them girls that had all that shit happen to them and they came to my school, I'm leaving. What you mean? all that shit happened to you last movie? What you doing here? Eject them. Do not let them come to the school. What? Deny them access to the school. No.
The Scream movies were meant to be a mirror to the horror genre at the time. It was meant to be a more comical look at how you could maybe say stupid some of these horror movies were becoming. Mm-hmm. But that first one was legit scary. Like, I didn't laugh watching Drew Barrymore get stabbed 50 times.
That was pretty brutal.
That was crazy.
That was crazy. He fucked her up.
That was terrible. You know what I think a lot of people though, Trevon, because I think a lot of people agree with you, but you know what I think tainted the name of Scream? Scary movie. Because a lot of people connect Scream with scary movie.
I've seen a couple of those.
That's
right. So when you think Scream, you think like, and it's like, no, that's not Scream, that's Scary Movie. Mm-hmm. So it's like, I think Scary Movie has diluted Scream. But Scream, no, it's not more comical. It's still very much kill, murder, stab.
I mean, there are moments in Scream where it's funny, but it's not like it's a comedy at all. It's not.
It's like this. It's the stupid choices they make for me.
Because they're actual people, and so sometimes they'll do stupid shit. Yeah. That's all. Like you're. I don't know.
Them having a reason for targeting the people they targeted gives me somewhat a little bit more of ease than the Strangers. That's the only reason. Just like Saul, he had like kind of a reason. That's what terrifies me about that. I was like, this all that told me was be nice to people. Don't do no bad shit.
Don't fuck with people. Don't be mean. That's what
Saul taught me. So.
It's the same premise, is what I was saying, DJ. It's not the same tone. It's the same premise. Oh,
Scream is a little scary. Scream is a little scary.
You were home.
But Strange is terrified.
Maybe
yeah,
I don't know. We'll see. I'm
Don't watch Stranger.
I'm righting my wrongs a little bit this year. I've been watching Harry Potter, so maybe we'll have to see how high Scream is on the list with that. But to go back to your original question about does Jenna Ortega not being a part of the franchise anymore, does that deter me, or I still like on board with it? I was really disappointed with the news, just like with her being taken off of the movie
Well,
because
it was
her.
Melissa Barrera.
Rare.
She was the one that
And
was
then
wrong.
Jenna left.
Jenna said she left to go do
Schedule
Beetlejuice,
conflicts.
but it was
Yeah.
right around the time that this whole Melissa thing happened. So
Yeah.
it seemed sketchy. It seemed like it was solidarity there. It seemed like
Yeah.
well, she's
Yeah.
out, I'm out.
Then all of a sudden, Sydney came back. I was like, but you said
Right.
you were mad at him. Pink, they give you your money.
Right. The
And all of a
franchise
sudden,
that was telling
hey,
you they no longer needed Sydney.
we have 3 salaries to
very
give you
quickly
now.
did it.
Here you go.
Yeah.
Basically. So,
Yeah.
Damn brink
But-
trucks.
Yeah, that was disappointing, and I don't really feel like supporting that. I guess what they're trying to do. So I don't know. Maybe I'll watch every movie except for the new one in solidarity.
I'll see it, but a week later.
By then you'll be
I will
addicted.
say though, it's not the same people. I mean, depending on who you view, fired Melissa. It's not I believe the writer and the director that was originally going to do it when Jenna and Melissa were there, they stepped down. Because I think they were getting a lot of heat of the whole Melissa being taken off.
Isn't the writer of the first movie directing the new one?
Yes. Yes.
Oh God, yeah, maybe not then. Maybe not. That one's spooky.
Oh, I was like, wait. I thought you said you didn't see the first one. I was very confused.
No, I saw that Drew Barrymore scene because I was in a film class and they're like, yeah, you see how like they started this movie, and I was like, damn, that was really scary.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I need to see the rest of the movie. Like I'm already scared.
Craziest thing, I honestly do feel like that was probably the worst of that first movie was probably the Drew Barrymore scene. I'm not saying that the kills get like softer, but that was probably the
That set the tone.
Yeah, that was just like
Mhm.
devastating. That was just like, oh,
Imagine going to that movie expecting to see more of Drew Barrymore. What the fuck?
right? Yeah, because that's how they were telling that movie. And then you
That's
get
how it starts, yo.
You're like, wait a minute. I thought for a second they were doing the same thing with Jenna Ortega in that one movie. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
shit, they're pulling a
She
Drew
did
Barrymore.
start the movie. She did.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that sucks. And I was just like, oh.
Bait and switch.
It's like, okay, I see what you're doing there. But yeah, the opening to that movie is very iconic. But I wasn't ignoring you, Didge. I see you saying you're good off Scream 7. I know a lot of people are. It was a very controversial thing. I know a lot of people were very upset with it. I've loved this franchise since its beginning. I believe I can watch the movie and still disagree with the stupid shit that they
I can't wait for the interviews for someone to be bold enough to ask Nev Campbell. So, what changed your mind?
No,
What
ready for
brought you back?
someone to be ballsy enough to go, they paid you a shit ton of money, didn't they? A lot of money, huh? Because you was talking big shit about
She got to know them questions coming. She got to know.
Yeah, of course. But you know how sometimes them publicists be like, hey, don't ask about it.
Oh, fuck that. Somebody gonna break that. No. We're gonna ask this question. I need this viral tweet. This viral video. I need this viral
I
video.
hope that viral tweet takes you to the promised land because they will get you going. But yeah, no, I definitely understand where Didge is coming from. I know he's not the only one.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, I separate the two. That's just me personally.
I'm on the fence. Let me see the trailer. Let me see.
Let's be real, Trevon. All that trailer needs to do is show you that one dude with his shirt off.
Mason.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's
Also, I just realized, is this right? You're on episode 31?
Yep.
Wow. That's
We were talking about that
crazy.
at the beginning. We thought there was a lot more. So we were like, 31, that seems short, but yeah, 31.
You're more than halfway there to one episode for every week of the year.
There you go.
There you go. I like that. I like how you put that. You know what? I like that. Thank you, Jamie. I appreciate that. Joe, I know you're saying this because you don't have a choice. You're gonna support me and supporting them. So
If it looks good, I'll check it out. You know, just like all the other ones.
if free will is what you want to believe you have, sure, yes, that's why you think. Sure.
I mean, we just hope the trailer's good. So
I really do though, because I'm talking all this shit, and the trailer might be the worst thing ever. I will not disagree with you there. For us Suits fans, Suits LA will premiere February 23rd, 2025. And Harvey is coming back for a 3-episode arc.
Why they had to tell us that? Why they had to tell us 3 episodes?
No. Let me tell you this. I'm actually glad they did, because there's a lot of people, whether it's L'Oreal who loves Suits but didn't like that they weren't continuing the same cast, whether it's the lady that does occupational therapy for my aunt, she didn't like the idea that the same cast wasn't coming back. So I'm like, there might be a lot of people out there that don't like that the same cast isn't coming back. So I think it's smart to tell those people it's in the same world, so you get to see people like Harvey interact with these characters. So now people are gonna watch it for the idea of, well, if Harvey comes back this season, maybe Mike next season, maybe Anna, maybe Jessica.
Never know. Yeah,
it just opens the door, and who knows if that Harvey episode, those 3 episodes are the biggest episodes of the season. We're getting that movie. We're getting that movie 100%. That Suits reunion movie, we're getting it. So
yeah, Oliver Queen is.
I don't know how you do that in like a law show. Like, what brings everyone back together? Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really know how you do that.
In fact, they're on opposite ends of the.
Right, exactly.
Well, Harvey,
Mike, and Donna are in Seattle.
Yeah, right, they're in the same coast.
Oh wait, let's see.
No. I'm just saying everyone's separated. So how do you bring them all back to one spot?
No, Pearson was Pearson in New York.
Pearson in Chicago.
Chicago. Okay.
Yeah, she's in Chicago. Harvey, Mike, Donna, and Rachel are in Seattle.
Right.
And obviously, we know Lewis stayed because his name's on the door.
Right. So he's in New York.
He's in New York still. Yeah. DJV, you're saying Suits LA? Yes. And actually, DJV, I don't know whether or not this is a selling point to you or not, but Suits LA will be led by Stephen Amell.
Yeah.
Stephen Amell will be the lead.
I like that we're your source of news, DJV. The fact that this has been news for months now.
Almost a year. A year.
And he's just now finding this out. I'm like, oh, cool.
I love it. Yeah. We're here for it. So I love it. But I'm very excited for this. I was excited because I love to see Stephen Amell work. I really hated that his wrestling show got canceled.
That was a good show.
So I was glad that he found more work. Let alone in a franchise that I already love. So double down on that, and we get more Harvey Specter. Couldn't be happier.
Harvey's a great character, so I can't wait.
It's like his character was so beautifully written. It's like it's a guy you shouldn't like.
Man, I liked him a lot. He was a good character.
Loved Harvey. Trevon, I'm assuming you're excited too, right?
Oh yeah, I'm loving this. It's gonna be a beautiful show, beautiful view.
Is he gonna be like, you failed this court? I can neither confirm nor deny.
They might throw that in there. You never know, man. They might try it.
They failed the judicial system. What the fuck?
I am curious to see, because on paper you look at Stephen Amell and you assume he'll be a Harvey Specter type. So I'm very curious to see how they write his character. Is he, because Harvey was very calm, cool, and collected, but was very arrogant.
I think they said I think I heard that they worked together at one point, so they know each other from.
Yeah, makes sense. I'm curious to see if there's a rivalry there, because Harvey.
I have to imagine, there's probably a rivalry there.
So yeah. Jamie, have you ever watched Suits? No. It's funny. You haven't. I was just asking.
I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, Joe, I haven't heard nothing about this. Only Suits thing I saw was that new commercial with them in it. That wasn't a Suits commercial. It was a T-Mobile commercial where they were bringing in like different franchises. And Suits happened to be one of them. Even though I don't know if we know that
they're doing a podcast now too or something. Like,
They are, but I don't
Yeah.
know if in that commercial they were playing Mike and Harvey. I think they were just in suits.
and you just assume that's who they were playing.
Right.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah, but look, we see all these shows coming back, right? I'm all game for Suits continuing. I know I was
White
never.
Collar's next.
Say it again.
White Collar's next.
Oh, White Collar. Yes, White Collar is next. Yep.
Now that I'm watching it, I'm very curious how they continue. I mean, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm like, well, I know one character died in real life, so it's like, how do you continue without that character? Like, interesting. We'll see.
Very interesting. And to know how it ended is very interesting.
Yeah, I didn't watch it, so I don't know. But it's a good show. It's a good show.
I've always wanted them to stop doing movies and just bring Psych back. I miss it. I miss it so much. So much. And there's an endless amount of things you could do with Psych. So I'm like, hopefully I get that someday. I talked to the producer of Psych. And he's like, if they let us, we'll do it. And I'm like, let's force that fucking issue. Nah, from now on, if those actors are in suits, they're playing their characters. You know what? I can't argue that. Can't argue that. Anytime I see what's his name? Robert
from State Farm
eyeliner. He's 100% Batman. Doesn't matter what he's doing, he's Batman. Anytime the eyeliner's there, yeah, Batman.
I was gonna say Jake from State Farm because I think he said he's like always on in public just in case.
I'm just realizing what you're saying, Jamie. By the way, they did Jake from State Farm. They did him dirty.
What'd they do?
They said we found a blacker, more attractive version of you. So,
why'd they do that?
You don't remember Jake from State Farm a long time ago?
Oh, the original Jake from State. Yeah, I do remember him.
Yeah, they upgraded. They said,
well, you know, I know what it was. I don't even think that guy wanted to be Jake from State Farm because there was like a. Yeah, the original one was a legit State Farm employee, so he wasn't even like an actor or anything. So I don't even know if he wanted to do that. There was like a whole piece on Jake from State Farm, then the current Jake from State Farm, and they talked about it. That was interesting.
That's hilarious. All right, we did get a trailer from Minecraft. Look, I'm gonna be very short here. I never played the game, never seen the game.
Oh,
I've seen like the cover art for the game, like the little guy standing in front of like the backdrop.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about this game, and this trailer did
absolutely
nothing for me to want to see this. So
that's
I'm personally out. But
you saw Borderlands though, didn't you?
I did, but I knew a little bit about Borderlands. I played a little bit of it. So
listen, this looks better than Borderlands to me. I'm not gonna. You should think about it.
Yeah,
no.
You should try Minecraft. Honestly, Minecraft's a lot of fun.
Ooh, okay. No. That's like I'm working backwards. Polygons? No, I did my polygon life already.
What does that mean?
I love Jamie. Jamie's just like, just try it. Mutual just like, no.
What does that mean?
Yeah,
I like my games that look good.
Did you just speak English? What did you say? All I heard was good.
He'd like his games to look good.
Oh,
I guess that was English.
Barely. I didn't hear it.
Again, I never disagree with you guys. I'm just saying I had no expectations for Borderlands. So there was nothing that movie could do that would steer me wrong. For me, just entertain me. And it did. It did. Now, if you want to say it wasn't accurate, I have no argument here. I'm not here to argue that down. I was entertained. It's not something I would see again. It's not something I would go telling people to go see. But I did not leave that movie feeling as though my time had been wasted. I seen something like that.
Oh, Borderlands you're talking about?
Yeah, Borderlands.
I don't. I mean, this movie, the trailer for what we're talking about, Minecraft.
Oh, like Minecraft.
Yeah. I actually knew the guy. Funny enough, he is.
Oh, from State Farm, I think they're just talking about.
Oh.
The Borderlands trailer looked better than the Minecraft trailer so far. Maybe the movies are different.
I don't agree with that, actually.
I do. That trailer was much better than this Minecraft trailer.
Also, for me specifically, the Borderlands trailer gave me like a bunch of action, so I at least knew it'd be like a cool action movie. I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at in Minecraft. I know at any point I didn't know what the fuck I was looking at, so it just didn't sell me. I'm not pooping on it. I know there's probably people that like it. I'm not pooping on it. It just didn't do anything for me.
I mean, it could turn out to be pretty good, but the trailer didn't really make me think of that. But maybe the movie itself will.
I think based off of what I've seen so far, it might be better than Borderlands, but that's also, in my opinion, a low bar to cross. So,
I mean, if we're gonna compare it, I don't know. This is just weird.
Yeah, it is like, in a way, I admire them for just sticking with, like, Minecraft is all about the cubes. Like, we're going to stick with the cubes. Everything's going to be cubes in that world.
I do too, actually.
I do admire them for that because it's a bizarre style, but it's very like, you look at it and you instantly know, like, oh, like, this is Minecraft. It might be like horror level Minecraft, but it's Minecraft for the most part. But I don't know. I thought it was fun. I thought it was I think Jack Black, as long as he has like
Steve?
I think
like that?
I think as long as he has like a good performance with this movie, like it'll be fine. I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny is like, he was a kid walking out to the mines. He's like, as a kid, I always wanted to go in the mines, which I thought it was funny. And I was like, I don't know if that's low key like a little joke about like kids working in mines or something. And then like him coming back and kind of, I guess, using his imagination where I'm like, oh, it's kind of fun. He kind of makes me think of like Dr. Eggman in an innocent kind of way a little bit. Because he's just like he's just like using his imagination to create things for like, just for fun or like, interact with the world and not necessarily to try and take it over. But after Jack Black, then that's when things are like, I don't know how things are gonna quite come together with this ensemble that they have. Yeah, I don't know. I really feel like Jack Black carried the trailer for me. I'm like, I just thought he was fun. I enjoyed his performances from what we've seen. Him kind of like explaining the world and like interacting with some of the different mechanics that like you would know in game if you played it. I'm like, oh, that was pretty neat. So far, they have my buy-in. It's not locked in, but I'm interested. I'm want to know more.
Well, I'll say this. I do hope it does well, because if it does well, it's the easiest way I can get a Fortnite movie. And I want a Fortnite movie.
I mean, they could do that regardless.
I don't know if this fails. Do you do it? I don't know.
I think it's easier.
I think I think you would do a
Fortnite movie, but
yeah.
I don't know.
Minecraft was a choice, and
here's the crazy thing about Fortnite. You could do a Fortnite movie at any time because I think a lot of people tend to forget Fortnite has an actual story that has nothing to do with Marvel or Pirates of the Caribbean or any of that other shit.
See, now that's where you could get in trouble. If you focus on the actual Fortnite story and not all these different collaborations, which I feel like at this point they would have to throw the collaborate or some of them in there.
You can add it in there
to feel like Fortnite.
Yeah.
I like the Fortnite story.
They gotta take.
Because all the kids, they like doing the Snoop Dogg dance. They like making Master Chief and Kronos.
Just look at the Lego movie for that. They can do it.
You can do exactly what the Ryan Reynolds movie did. Just blend it. But don't make it focused on that. Blend it. Remind people that Fortnite, from way back in its inception, focused more so on its own than trying so hard to just whatever is hot in pop culture to just bring in it. It started at being its own thing.
Yeah, if they do move without any of that, no.
Yeah, because so that's the other thing though. The people that played Fortnite when it first came out are like people somewhat my age, probably a little bit younger. And at this point, it's like, that's no longer Fortnite's target audience. They're looking for people that are kind of in their teens, maybe tweens kind of thing. And what they know of Fortnite concerts, rock band, racing, like these pop culture events, like doing all these kind of crazy things. They have not focused on the story in Fortnite in quite some time because that's not really what's being asked about, nor is it like something that people are like oh, like where is this? Like let's go back to this kind of thing. There is a nostalgia for the way the game used to play originally, but I don't think anybody is saying we need to bring some of this lore back. I know people that get frustrated whenever they see a Jonesy skin of any sort because they're like, oh, just like get it something else, get something cooler.
You're not
So
wrong.
I don't
But
know.
to me,
I think they need to infuse the story with some of these like
Yes.
collaborations that they've been doing.
100%. I do think you should, but that's exactly what the Ryan Reynolds movie did, right? It started to blend in a whole bunch of different pop culture things, but it had an original story. And I'm just saying, Fortnite should have an original story that blends in. Like you could have, they're going through like this weird vortex or whatever, and as they're going through it, a large ass Eminem pops up and he's rapping, right? Like trying to emulate the Fortnite like you could do things like that. I'm not saying you have to ignore it, but just have an original concept.
What if they make it so that the Fortnite movie is completely playable in Fortnite?
We're talking next world Inception level shit.
Epic, call me.
That's too much.
I can't even. I need a third eye for some shit like that you're talking. I don't even know how to process that. But
I mean, you could
that'd
definitely
be next world.
get away with making
That'd be next world.
and then selling from the movie in the game. It's like,
Yep.
it's crazy. The
Yeah,
stuff
that'd be insane.
That'd be the ultimate tie-in game.
Yeah, they definitely should do that and put in a bunch of all the streamers, all the OG streamers in there. That'd be fun.
You lost Joel.
Of course.
Yeah,
so much.
so much. Trevon, did Momoa sell you at all?
That's like the main reason I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna watch it for him, Jennifer Coolidge, Daniel Brooks, and Kate McKinnon. So
that's a good number of people.
That's what I'm watching it for. Jason Moore is definitely first though. So
no way.
No shocker there.
As soon as I saw him, I said, oh, okay, yeah. But then I saw other people. I said, okay.
See, are you like day one, or you're just like, soon after release? Oh wow. Oh wow.
All right.
It looks goofy enough.
I want to say that's shocking, but that's
Jason Moore, and it looks goofy. Yeah, I'm gonna see it.
It does look like it could be fun.
It'll be funny. Yeah.
If it's not, I better hear you talk about it the way you do Badlands or Borderlands or whatever.
I never saw Borderlands.
Not you, fucking Jamie.
Oh.
I have not seen the movie just based off of everybody else's being like, don't bother. It's not worth it. I might watch it at some point if I have nothing else to do. But those trailers were enough.
Because now you're going in with the idea it's the worst thing.
The trailer, literally, I formed my own opinion from the trailers. Like when the last E3 that happened, they showed Borderlands, and I was like, oh no. I already knew from the jump. I was like, I was not on board with it. So yeah, it did not.
I'm real curious. One day, not today. One day, I will ask you and Didge what you guys think are the top 5 worst movies you've ever seen.
Now,
I need to see
Didge's list will be very long.
Consistency.
So let's be honest. His list will be very long. Sorry.
So you only got to pick 5.
Top 5. I don't know. I don't think about things in that way.
I think Didge would take you a long time to make that list. I feel like it would.
I just want to see if there's like a consistency, right? Like I want to see if like your 5. I want to see just for my own edification. I think those same 5 movies are just the worst fucking things ever.
I could tell you my least favorite movies I've seen this year so far.
See?
But that's only because of Letterboxd now. I'm on Letterboxd.
See. And I only say that because I hear a lot of people say, like in the superhero world, like a lot of superhero movies that are like the worst things ever, and they always forget the OG movies are the worst ones ever. And I'm like, I don't think you guys know what the worst superhero movies are.
Okay. I have 2 movies for you that I gave 2 stars.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully for Letterboxd, this has been quite the quick process. So the Actually, one movie has 2 stars, one movie has 2.5 stars. The movie with 2 stars this year so far is my worst movie, Madam Web.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's
Okay.
fair.
Even
Fine.
though I wouldn't say I hated it or anything, I just recognize, that was not a great film. That was not a great film.
I told y'all it was
quite
some fun shit
confusing.
in there. Okay.
There was some fun things in there, but overall, it's like
Barely.
that was not a
Me
good
leaving.
film.
That was the most fun.
And then my movie with 2.5 stars. You guys probably haven't seen this because it's an anime film. It's called The Imaginary. It came out on Netflix in August, I guess. And I had so many questions that the movie just could not answer. It was all over the place. The art was great, but yeah, I didn't enjoy that film either.
Yeah, I only have 2 for this year. It's The Crow and Madam Web. I did not see in theaters. I watched it on Netflix, and even that
Same.
was a horrible experience.
I saw it in theaters and I had fun.
I did as well, and I didn't. And I usually do.
Well,
So,
how many stars would you give it out of 5?
I don't know. I don't normally rank things.
Madam
It
Web?
was just good.
Madam Web had no stars. To
3.5.
me, I'm like, you would have been a lot better if this was an original concept. It had nothing to do with the superhero character.
Crow was pretty bad too.
Yeah.
I commend them on trying.
You give
to improve
Imaginary
theater right now.
1? Dang.
A 1. Ouch.
Imaginary it had some cool things. It just
All right.
couldn't come together. But
Yeah, that'll definitely be a conversation we have at a later date, because I definitely want to know more.
Yeah.
You guys'
One, 2.
All right, so we got a little teaser to Alien Earth that will be on FX next year. That is the one that I forgot the director's name. Damn, I can't remember his name, but anyway, this is they're doing an alien show, and apparently it takes place 2 years before the OG Alien film. So that's pretty interesting that we're getting a
Noah Hawley.
Yes, thank you, Noah Hawley. Thank you so much, Trevon. I still hope he does Doctor Doom film. Anyway,
Who won't?
so we have elongated timeline for these alien films. So that's pretty cool. That this is 2 years before the OG Alien film. So called Alien Earth, looks pretty cool.
That's the man that did Legion. Mm-mm.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-mm. No,
What?
I hate the Legion. Mm-mm.
You hated Legion? Like hated it like it was good, or hated it like it was bad?
I got him on there.
The show, Legion?
Yes,
Yeah.
hated it.
Hated it.
But wait, I didn't hear you. Hated it like it was bad?
I did not like it.
It was
Got on my nerves. I hated it.
Well, you said it got on your nerves?
Yes.
Okay, let me just say this. We're not
That
going
show
to
was
sit here,
annoying.
but you sometimes confuse me. Because, like, when you told me how much you hated Penguin, you hated it for the right reasons.
But he didn't actually hate it.
I know, but that's my point. It did its job. It made you hate the character. So I'm like, is that what you're saying?
But I always say the show is good. The Legion was not good.
Oh, you thought it was a bad show?
Yeah, correct.
Oh, wow. I didn't think it ended strong,
Way
but
too
I
much
thought
for
that
me.
first season was classic. That was a great first season.
They did too much.
Yeah, Legion did do a lot.
Never had any.
It did too much.
I thought they did great.
I watched all of Legion, and I won't lie, it was a struggle because it started strong, but I was like, it was hard to keep up afterwards. It was like,
Yeah,
this
I'll
show's
give you that.
fucking, it's
That's
all
why
over the
season
place.
one was great.
It's tough. I won't lie. Even that last season when they added Xavier, it was like cool, and even then it was like, what the fuck is happening?
It just got confusing because I'm like, am I in his head? Is he in her head? Or like, who's going
Oh, it was a mind fuck. Too much. It was too much of a mind fuck.
But I
But
think
I
that was
did
the point. So if that was the point, then he succeeded.
I mean, sure, if that's the case.
I do think he was trying to do a mind.
Messed me up. I was like, all right, I can't keep up what's going on.
Noah Hawley, I believe, is very, very talented. So I don't think he just put together a hodgepodge show. I think he didn't end it strongly. But even that didn't bother me because I'm like, I had no idea who this person was before this show. So for me, I was kind of just like, I'm along for the ride. Joel, with you liking this last Alien movie that we just saw this year, you excited for this show?
I'm always excited when it comes to like I don't. We've never done an Alien TV show before, right? So like,
No.
Yeah. So definitely looking forward to seeing how it's adapted to a TV format. So like episodic. You know what I mean?
Right. And it looks good.
Yeah.
Not an Alien looks good.
Yeah, and I try with it's on FX.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I trust FX. I like FX. So I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I don't really remember the last thing FX that I saw that was like, wasn't good. Yeah, they have a pretty good track record.
They're mostly good, yeah.
Yeah. Trevon, you interested at all in seeing Alien Earth?
I don't know. I've never been a fan of the Alien franchise anyway. That's never been my thing. So I did like that Prey show movie. Was it movie? I enjoyed that.
Interesting.
I could remember what it was. Okay, that's not my franchise. Okay,
No, not you. I'm very confused on what he means. Like the first one and then the very last one. Is that what
I'm gonna watch the first and last
from there, buddy?
That's how some people read books: first page, last page. I know.
Yeah, I'm like that. There's a lot of.
I started doing that. It's kind of cool. It's kind of fun. Try reading the last page and then start the book. It's kind of fun.
That's kind of weird, though.
It is a little bit weird, but at the same time, it's like when you finally get to the last page after reading through the whole book, you're just like, oh, it's pretty dope.
Now, to be fair, they're not all connected. It's not one long line, so you can watch them. I mean, obviously, the first three are connected, and then everything after that is connected to itself. So you can kind of watch them disjointed. But if you're saying you watch the very first movie and then this very most recent movie, there's so much in between. Like, that's my only question. There's so much in between.
Oh, okay. So this is the second movie chronologically.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Yes. If you're watching in chronological order, then yes. And that makes perfect sense. Okay. So then remember, this show takes place for the first one. So
just remember the quality goes down now after Rob Lewis.
When you watch Alien 2, don't go, what happened?
Yeah,
totally different times. Totally
like
different.
Star Wars. You're like, wait, what happened here?
All right, so this isn't your forte, right, Trevon?
No, sorry.
You have to be sorry. It's just not your thing. I get it. Jamie, you feel the same? This isn't your thing?
No, I also I haven't seen any Alien movies. I might have seen. See, that's interesting. Whenever I say that, and then I'll go back and actually watch the thing. Usually, I'll have seen part of it because my dad, the Sci-Fi Channel stays on in my house, no matter if somebody's watching the TV or not. So I've seen a lot of little bits and pieces of movies, but just like not the whole thing. And I feel like I've seen parts of an Alien movie, but I don't know which one. But I've seen some things.
I want to cry.
I'm sorry.
No, but if it's not your thing, it's just not your thing.
I'm gonna start forcing Autumn to sit next to me. You're watching this with
Lord.
me, even if you're scared.
Autumn, blink twice if you need help.
Oh, she's so scared of everything. I should have nightmares for years.
Mm.
Nah, he does. Will accept an apology for now. Bitch. No, if it's not your thing, like I said, I don't like when people start it and then just stop because it's like it's so many.
Yeah.
So many of these movies, and some of them are really great. But if you're saying essentially you never started it, then
No, yeah, never started it.
fine with that.
It's a classic.
Hold on, let me read DJVs before we head into DC. Jamie, it's time to fix that. Just watch Alien, Gladiator.
I do need to watch Gladiator.
Yes.
I have seen Predator versus Alien.
Alien
A
versus
little
Part one?
Alien versus Predator.
You remember which one?
Like 3. Which one?
I don't remember
Yeah,
which
like-
one. But I remember my mom, like, we were like watching it together and she was telling me about the movie. And I was like halfway there, halfway not. but I was present for
Can I ask
like
you this? Was
most of the
Sanaa
movie.
Lathan in it?
Who?
Sanaa Lathan.
No.
Sanaa Lathan.
Were there kids, like teenagers in it?
No. Sanaa Lathan was in the first Alien vs. Predator.
And
I assume
teenagers
that
were in the
probably
second
was the
one.
one she probably saw. That's why I was asking.
Was
They
the
were in
second
like they were in like
Alaska.
not like Antarctica, but it was like
Yeah.
frozen tundra everywhere they were.
Yeah, it was like Antarctica.
No.
Yeah.
They were in like a pyramid, but like in the second one, they were like in a fucking regular town with people in it. With like, that's why I asked. There was the pizza delivery driver, a whole bunch of weird shit. I was on a date that night. I don't remember much, but I remember that happening.
Now I'm like, I need to do some Googling. Because, okay, so the movie that I remember, I'm pretty sure Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it.
Then that's just Predator.
And that's just part one. Yeah,
Predator.
that's Predator. Yeah.
That's
Okay. Well, I guess it was just Predator.
That's 80s right there. That's classic
that's
Predator right there.
Yeah.
That's classic.
Yeah.
Wait, Jamie, you ever see that meme of a black arm and a white arm coming together? That's from that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's from that movie.
The meme with the black arm beats the white arm.
That's from that movie.
I remember parts of the movie.
You remember her
I think the one you're
lips?
talking about, Joel, is Requiem.
Requiem, yes, that's what it was called. Yeah. It was my first. I remember it was a first date.
It's funny because I always have the worst memory of that first Alien versus Predator because I remember I went with my aunt and my cousin had like 4 of his friends, right? So they're all going towards Alien versus Predator. So like I start walking with them and I just feel the biggest tug of my shirt back. And my aunt's like, whoa, where are you going? I'm like, I'm going to see Alien versus Predator. She's like, that's a rated R movie. You're not going to go see that. And I'm like, well, then what am I going to go see? Guess what she made me watch that night? And honestly, I regretted it then. I don't regret it now because that movie was great. I had to fucking watch Princess Diaries.
Oh,
they were watching all the murder.
Hold on.
Princess Diaries.
Hold on. Don't. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
This is how I know you don't listen to me because I just gave it credit. I said I regretted it then.
Oh,
I don't regret it now because it was a really good movie.
Right.
But when you're 11 years old and you're seeing everyone else go see Murder, Kill, and you gotta go watch that, part of you kind of goes, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to. But when I look back, it was a really good movie. But
And me, I would have went to Princess Diaries instead.
You are princess
on purpose.
no comment.
You know, I was just thinking, this is not really related, but did you guys see Cowboys versus Aliens? I saw that.
Now, when you want to talk about worst movies ever made, that's one of them.
I never actually watched that movie, so
I seen something you haven't.
I remember my dad comes to me and he goes, "Remember how much you loved Iron Man?" And I'm like, "Yes." He's like, "That same director's doing a movie with Cowboys and Aliens." And I was like, "Oh shit, okay, yeah, let's go see it."
It's doing a lot of work there.
And the cast was legit. It was Harrison Ford, Daniel
Craig. It was a good cast.
Daniel Craig. Yeah, I was there for Daniel Craig.
It was the worst script I've ever seen.
I
How
remember
that man put Cowboys and Aliens and made The Mandalorian. I'll never get to the bottom.
He made The Mandalorian.
Yeah.
Wow.
James Favreau or John Favreau.
John Favreau's the man.
Oh, I didn't know who that director was for. Wow, that's insane.
That's Happy from Spider-Man. Same guy.
Yeah. Cowboys and Aliens is the worst. It's but if you don't think that movie's the worst, I don't know where you guys gauged.
The worst.
I don't remember
worst movie ever.
Yeah, I don't remember thinking it was the worst
movie ever. It's definitely now that Jamie brought it up, it's
a bad movie.
Right now, it's the worst thing I've ever seen.
I remember thinking it wasn't that great, but like I honestly didn't even want to see the movie to begin with. I was just there because I'm like, I guess I get to look at Daniel Craig.
Okay.
Well, you did.
I did.
You did.
He kind of had like an Omnitrix thing. I'm like, oh, that's neat. And that's all I got.
Yeah. He was on horseback with shotguns and shit.
Yeah.
It was a concept that if you're 5, that's like fucking Six Flags to you, that concept, right? And it's like as you get older, and no, that's horrible. Like
It didn't. The trailer never did it for me. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna rush out to see it, and I never did. I think I saw certain scenes on TV when it was on for a little bit, and never ever watched the whole movie.
I would love to see if someone could like redo it, but make it good. It's just a concept that if you think like if someone's telling you shut your brain off and just enjoy yourself, that is a concept that should work. Why it didn't?
Maybe they went too sci-fi with it. Who knows?
I don't remember what it was exactly that was not great. I just remember.
I didn't watch enough to
I don't know.
All right, let's move on to some DC. Joel, James Gunn's been a chatty Cathy lately. He's been, talking a lot of shit. Not saying any of the things I want to personally hear, but he's been saying a lot.
I mean, okay.
No. I'm joking. I'm more so playing off of he didn't give me what I wanted about Batman. So.
Never will.
You're probably not gonna get nothing Batman for a little bit, I would guess.
That was when I shut down. I was just like, okay, cool. So you're saying don't care about anything else you're talking about? Great, no problem. But in regards to the Batman news, James was quoted saying, "Until we have a screenplay that I'm totally happy with, that movie is not going to get made. Once The Brave and the Bold gets to that point, then we'll make the movie," which is something he's been saying ad nauseum about any project that DC is going to be doing, that if he doesn't like the script, it's not moving forward. So I'm very curious what that treatment was that made James go, oh, no. Go back and try again. Because I remember us saying, Joel, when we first heard Brave and the Bold, we were like, that's interesting. that's really interesting. You went right to Damien. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm curious if that will, at the end of the day, stay consistent. I mean, James raved about that being his favorite Robin, so I believe it will. But we'll see if Brave and the Bold is the treatment that they're utilizing to make the film. I mean, to finally, gets past everything.
Or whatever version of their Brave and the Bold.
Right.
At least,
Right.
So we'll see.
So, I mean, I don't think we necessarily have a deep dive into this. We've heard it before.
No.
Right. The idea that he's not making anything till he loves the script.
That is not news. Yeah.
But what were some of the things, Joel, that you took out of some of the interviews and stuff that stood out to you that James Gunn has been talking about? As he's so everyone knows, what you're hearing a lot from James Gunn is because he's promoting Creature Commandos. It's only like 2.5 to 3 weeks away.
Come out the 2nd. So.
Oh wow! Dang!
I mean the 5th. Come out the 5th. My bad.
He also did something that made me mad a little bit. Can I talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what else is new?
Okay, don't do me. Don't do that.
I only tell the truth here, Trevon.
Look. So he was in an interview and they were asking what's canon, and he was just like,
also,
he was just like, he said, what was like? I feel like he cackled when Justice League came up or something, and I was just like, fuck you for a second. And then I was like, okay, fine. All right, go ahead. Keep going. I was just mad. He pissed me off for that quick second. I was like, you had to be petty. You could just be, some people like that stuff, okay?
The Peacemaker thing, or in general?
In Peacemaker.
Okay. Yeah.
Because they're at the end, obviously, if you watch Peacemaker, at the end.
I don't even remember that, honestly.
Wow, really? That was huge.
I know.
They said they're going to address it when the season comes out. I don't know what that means.
Yeah, he said because here's the thing, and what he made clear. And again, this not a lot of what he said he's already said most of it. The things that I took out of it that were new to me, I'll explain later. But Suicide Squad, thus it was his version, the Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker are basically, how do I say this? Unofficial prequels. They're unofficial prequels. They're not canon, technically, because they don't belong to the new storyline at all. They're going to take certain elements, story-wise, as like a memory. Like things happened, and they're just continuing. You could go back. He's not going to force you to go back and watch anything that came before. They're going to readdress it in the new timeline. Some things, most of, like he said, most of Peacemaker is canon.
Mm-hmm.
Primarily, the Justice League part is not going to be canon. He said he will address it in the show. So I'm very curious how that he explains that away.
When he said that, I took that more so as like when you get to Peacemaker, there will be dialogue about a Superman, about a Batman, about a Wonder Woman, and what they're saying is your new canon to your new Justice League. So when he talks about, oh, Batman did this, this, and this, that's canon. So when you now are saying, well, what does a Batman do in this universe? Well, they just told you. Or if they say, what does Wonder Woman do? Or where's Wonder Woman been doing? Or whatever dialogue they give you that's about a Justice League member, that's now canon to whatever that character is.
Anything in the universe now is canon. So anything referenced from the past in those movies, if they happened in that movie, they also happened in this current timeline. That's all he's trying to say. So that's like, even Blue Beetle, you can look at it as like anything they mentioned in the new animated Blue Beetle, that's going to be canon. But everything else is erased. Or if they don't mention it, don't worry about it, basically. That's all he's trying to say. You can hear me, right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. My shit started beeping. I was like, what happened?
That would have been crazy if we were just like, no, we heard nothing.
No, I think I may have went deaf for a second. That was my fault.
No, I know what Trevon's talking about because it was all over my timeline. And look, I get how you guys looked at that laugh and then comment made, but I don't think it was meant to be what you guys took it as. I think it was meant to be, I think James at this point is really done talking about what's not, and he'd much rather tell you more about what will be. And you guys keep asking about what's not.
No. See, the problem is, Peacemaker and the Suicide Squad were still in the DCEU. Mm-hmm. So he has to deal with that. Sorry, like you can't be like, oh, you guys just asking for that bullshit. It's not bullshit. It was part of DCEU. Now you're saying it's not because of the things I made, I'm keeping. Just say that. Just like I
did say that.
But say it. Just don't try to be funny and be petty. Just straight up.
It's not being petty.
Like, look, this is my shit. I don't give a fuck about the other shit. I'm keeping my shit. Just say that.
That's what he did.
No. Hold on.
He's doing it so slick with it. No.
What? 2 years ago,
he's trying to alienate anybody.
When we tried to tell you,
but it's still gonna work. It's still gonna
that none of that shit is coming with him. You were.
But it is though. If the Suicide Squad and Peacemaker didn't come, I will agree with you. But that stuff is still coming.
We're talking about narratives. We're talking about narratives aren't coming with.
Yeah, you can't just. No.
Well,
I don't know why it's not simple for the idea of whatever you see after Creature Commandos is your present. Okay. That's it. That's all
like I said.
Off of.
Suicide Squad, the Suicide Squad, and Peacemaker are unofficial prequels. That's it. That's all they are. They're not actual real canon at all.
I just don't. And again, I'm trying to make sure I'm saying this in a way that's not being disrespectful to how you view it. But I don't think it's anything negative to say I don't want to keep going backwards. I want to go forward, but I created Peacemaker. So why would I scrap that and say, now I'm going to create a new Peacemaker? Like, no, I want my Peacemaker.
No, I get it. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it led into everything he was writing was all leading to something. And I believe Creature Commandos was part of that. And so he didn't want to scrap shit that he was going to use in Creature Commandos, I think is what happened.
And remember, Joel,
he said Creature Commandos he wrote before he became
exactly. So imagine, so that was all going to probably rink in before he even took charge. Right. So then when he took charge, like, well, then I'm going to do this.
He said he greenlit it himself. So
exactly, yeah, he's in charge.
I just took more so of what he was saying is just like, I made the Suicide Squad movie. I made Peacemaker, right? And it's like I like Margot Robbie's Harley Quinn, or I like John Cena's Peacemaker. I don't want to throw that away because you guys want the purest form of a reboot. He's like,
my thing is, and I get it. My only thing is that those characters aren't big enough characters for me to give a fuck if they're completely rebooted. As long as they're narratively rebooted, it's fine. You know, if the same actors are coming back, we've seen it with James Bond. Like, they brought the same M back. No one yelled and complained. Like, say different Bond, different same M. Like, it's fine.
No, They didn't, but there was a lot of confusion.
Let them be confused, but then people got over it and eventually figured it out. Like, oh, so it is a reboot. All right,
Right.
sure.
No, trust me, I understand all this. I'm just a little bit petty. So
Oh, I get it.
No, we completely understand.
I understand it.
I just don't want it. I just don't want it to keep seeming like it's a James Gunn versus, because it's not a James Gunn versus. James Gunn is just, he wants to do his own thing, but I don't think you should have to throw away something that worked. Like, think about it, Trevon. You enjoyed Suicide Squad. You enjoyed Peacemaker.
I did.
Would you have wanted to see John Cena recasted?
I just assumed we wouldn't see those characters again for a while. That's what I assumed, to be honest.
That might be fair. I don't
That's what I
necessarily
assumed.
disagree. I might have thought he would have taken
And
a
that
break.
probably would have been true if he didn't become in charge. So
If he didn't become in charge, they probably would have.
yeah, we never would have gotten it. All this would have been scrapped because there wasn't their stories. It was his stories. So it's like he's like whatever. Yeah, like whoever's in charge is gonna keep going with either a brand new story or whatever they were started. One of the two.
Right.
So he decided to keep some
And
parts
they
of
both
what
did
he
well.
existed.
So I mean,
Right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Critically,
Like,
yeah.
it just wouldn't have made sense to just trash all that talent. Especially if you created it. You're like, well, now I'm in charge. I want to keep what I created. Ain't nobody to scrap it, so I want to keep it.
Right, and keep the people he brought in. That's really what it came down to. Like stuff that he can't. Everyone else is like, I could start over. I'll start fresh.
Yeah.
Look,
I will say,
I get it. I am gearing to be petty. Like this Superman movie better be. What? I'm just saying it better hit. That's all I'm
as
saying.
long as you allow it to hit for you.
My problem is, to me, that's like setting yourself up to fail. It's like
right.
Because like, how can you control? You can control what you like and don't like. You're already setting yourself to not like several parts of this movie.
It's what it feels like.
You already don't like certain parts to start.
I ain't seen nothing yet. We'll see.
You've seen enough. You have enough to have an opinion.
We'll see what happens.
I mean, we will, but I look at it like this. I told you it always comes down to, are you a fan of the actors or are you a fan of the characters? If you're a fan of the characters, nothing changed, right? Because you like Superman, you're getting a Superman. You like Wonder Woman, you're getting a Wonder Woman. Nothing changed. Now, if you're stuck with the actors, that's what's making it difficult for you to move on. And that's a whole day. We can't solve that problem.
That's fair.
Like, that's unsolvable. You know what I'm saying? If in your mindset, Henry Cavill's still in that Superman suit, there's nothing we can do to fix that. But if
a public apology would have fixed it.
Who needed to apologize?
James Gunn.
For
firing him.
He didn't fire him. He never hired him.
Contract.
I don't care. He came with that statement. That was embarrassing as hell.
That's not his fault.
Blame Warner Brothers. That's not James.
No, you want to blame somebody? Blame The Rock.
Why would I blame The Rock?
That was his fault.
He don't control the studio.
He was trying to.
No. The Rock jumped out on a ledge, hoping that this movie's success would catapult him forcing Superman into that movie to Henry coming back.
Somebody had to approve him to be on that screen, so we're not about to put this on The Rock.
Yeah.
The Rock and what was it here? Well, whoever's in charge, the producers of $7 Bucks, right? They talked whoever the interim people in charge at the time into having Henry go in, and Henry did it out of the kindness of his heart because he didn't have a contract.
Yeah, he did it for The Rock.
He did it as like a contractual thing.
And then when the new ownership came in, they were just like, "You sign something?" He was like, "No." Well, then bye. Like, he didn't sign shit.
Yeah. He didn't fire him. He never hired him. That was the difference.
Yeah. Now, someone that probably got fired, probably Gal Gadot, probably Ezra Miller, probably
people that had contracts farther than
right. Yes.
Yeah. Those people probably got let down.
Yeah.
Well, I think what's up with Henry is that there was a lot of pulling back and forth with Henry for a long time, and they got desperate with Black Adam and. It got really messy at the end. That's really what it came down to. But
now, look, I get where you're coming from. It looked like Henry was on his way out as James was on his way in, but Henry was gone before James got there.
Yeah, it was
your indicator,
bro. It was
gone.
It was bad. It was bad. And then like it was like a Hail Mary, and he did come back for a scene, which was nice. And here we are.
Yeah, the war was crazy, Joe. I remember that train ride back home. Where that's talking about what a Black Adam sequel could look like, where we could see Superman next, and then
I was just happy to have Superman back because there was a point where we didn't have Superman at all, bro.
Right.
It was bad.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
was
We had
bad.
Batgirl and Supergirl. That's what
Yeah,
we had.
it was the girls.
But no. So you talked a lot about the Creature Commandos. We did find out that Alan Tudyk is going to be Clayface.
Yeah, he's voicing
in
Clayface
Creature
as
Commandos.
well, apparently.
Yep, he will be voicing Clayface in Creature Commandos, which immediately began people thinking is Clayface in Superman Legacy because we know Alan has a secret role in Superman Legacy.
Right.
To which Joel did very, very smartly added, Alan's technically playing two characters in Creature Commandos. Why do you assume it's Clayface? Like,
Yeah.
why do you
Anybody.
assume it's the Batman villain that'd be in the Superman movie?
Could be an actual role, like a physical role. Who knows?
Very well could be.
Yeah.
But no, so go ahead, Joel. What were some of the biggest things that were news-worthy that James Gunn was talking
Well,
about?
the newest thing that stood out to me is like when he was explaining his world and how that basically metahumans have been around for a long time.
Mhm.
I like that gave us some insight into this new world, so that you're basically saying the heroes have been around a long time.
Right.
And he said, this is now this new era. There are more of them, which is becoming an issue. There's a lot more of them now.
Mhm.
So I'm like, that's interesting. So that lets us know that obviously he's not the first superhero. So
Right.
Superman is around, but he's not the number one, right? He's not the main guy, right? So there have been heroes prior, and he mentioned that there are metahumans and there are like vigilantes, like non-powered vigilantes. He also said that, which is pretty cool. So there are different types of heroes as well. I thought that was cool. Obviously, I think looking at the castings, we don't know everybody yet, but he did mention that mainly the main cast are the ones that are going to have voice roles, and those voice roles will turn into live action roles eventually.
Mhm.
But there are going to be cameos in the show that people will get voiced that will not be playing those characters because they're not ready yet. Those live action roles have not been casted yet. You know what I mean? But they'll be in this, voiced by a different person. That's basically what he was trying to say during when he was explaining it. So he's like, really, it's just the main cast. Those guys will be getting dual roles. Everyone else is like, you'll get a voice role, and maybe you get another role later on. If it's a voice role, then you can probably do more than one, depending on who you are, obviously.
Mhm.
But I thought that was interesting, even though he kind of mentioned that during New York Comic Con. But this he kind of elaborated. I thought that was pretty cool. So, that was really it. That was only new information.
Yeah, because everything else is him just talking.
Everything else I've heard before, more or less.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, we got to hear more about like who he casted, when he casted,
Right.
like, and now everyone else is like how they feel about their roles and all that. But I'm like, again, we heard some of this already in New York, and
Yeah, the biggest thing was probably what you just said, and then him talking about Batman because they felt like he was just
yeah, because they keep asking him, and
Right.
he's like, well, you know, they did ask about the Green Lanterns and all that and the whole thing. So I'm like, he's like, people are, you know, the fans are going to be fans. They're going to complain. That's what's going to happen.
It's the DCU now.
It's the DCU, correct?
That's the old one.
That is the old one. That was never officially the thing anyway, but
I was just about to say that it never was. We just kept saying it. Like, no one ever really came out and said, "Yes, that's what this is."
Wow.
That's how discombobulated came.
But now that worked out for the best, because now we can call this one DCU.
Right. All right. Anything else from James? We'll probably get a lot more stuff closer to Creature Commandos.
Not that I can remember. I mean, I don't think so. Not Creature Commando wise, at least.
No. I'm just saying the closer we get to Creature Commandos, the closer we get to January when stuff starts filming. So we'll probably get more news about.
In general, yeah. Well, yeah.
Just DC in
general. Like we got some interesting news today, aside from the stuff that he was interviewing about. Like, you got the whole Sergeant Rock news, right?
Oh yes. Yep. That was gonna be the next thing I went to. I got the photo right here for Trevon. Photo Roy T. You can start talking about it, Joel. I got it right.
Well, this was again, this isn't exactly news for people that are like us. This has been rumored for a couple weeks now, maybe months. I forget exactly who. I think maybe it was Nexus. I want to say
Yeah.
they broke the news on that they're doing a Sergeant Rock. Like I've heard even before that from I forget where that was a possibility, and I'm like, that sounds so weird. Why? First of all, why? It's a weird.
Because you got Daniel Craig.
Well, again, but we didn't know Daniel Craig was going to possibly attach it so recently. That rumor was this week, and then the trades came out with it too. Nothing's official yet. Neither of them are locked in yet, or nothing's agreed up officially. They're all talking right now. But the fact that they're announcing it leads me to believe that that's very likely. Not saying it will. That things can always fall through, but that's big names. I don't know Luca very well. I know some of his movies. I know what Challengers came out this year. Was that this year?
Yeah.
And that Queer. When's that come out? Next month?
Yep.
So that's like 2 movies in the same year. This fucking guy's on a roll. So this man.
Oh wow.
Man, so yeah, imagine. So and this guy apparently Sergeant Rock will probably, if he agrees, will be his next movie before he does American Psycho, the new American Psycho.
Right.
So imagine. And the guy that's writing the Sergeant Rock series is the same person who wrote Challengers and Queer. So, and apparently they like the script. So the script is being already liked. So they're already at that point, and now they just need to lock down the director. And apparently Lucas' number one choice is Daniel Craig. So everything seems to be rolling.
And to this news, Joel, I also wanted to add in, James Gunn did say, you'll start hearing about projects that he did tell us about, and then projects he did not tell us about, a la this. So
for sure, yeah.
You're going to start hearing more and more things that you're just like, who? What?
Yeah. Well, he also mentioned that they are working on non-PG movies too. They're doing they're going to be R movies. This might be one of those R movies, right? Mm-hmm. I think Mike was telling us earlier that Luke has only done R movies, right?
I think Challenge I think Queer's about to be yeah.
So that's what I mean. So like, this might just end up being one of those R-rated R movies, and this is that's a big name for me. Like him and Daniel Craig. You get Daniel Craig to do anything. I mean, fuck, man, that's a big name. Like, it's like, and look, let's be real. Like, Sergeant Rock is a soldier. He's like the ultimate soldier. Now, he's not powered. He's a normal dude, but he's like literally the best soldier there's ever been. Basically, he's almost Captain America without powers. Right? That's basically what he is. Sam was never technically a soldier, but Rock. This is World War II. He's a World War II soldier, and then him and they're called the Easy Company. So there's going to be actually, which is interesting. I'm not exactly sure yet, but we've saw possibly. I believe just James Gunn confirmed it that the Easy Company are in the Creature Commandos, because I believe what's his name? God damn it, the character G.I. Robot. G.I. Robot was part of, at least in this world, may be part of the Easy Company, because you see 2 of those characters from the Easy Company with him in one of the scenes, which is pretty cool. Because I'm like, if that's the case, then we might see Sergeant Rock in the movie. I'm sorry, not the movie, in the series. We might see him before we see a movie about him. Now, why they need to make a movie about Sergeant Rock is interesting, or at all. Like, I don't. That's the part I'm still waiting to find out why we need a movie. But I mean, look, they've been wanting to make a Sergeant Rock movie for a very long time. Apparently, back in the 80s, they wanted Arnold Schwarzenegger to be the Sergeant Rock. That's how long they've been trying to make a Sergeant Rock movie. That's how long. Now, again, this is a character I've never cared about too much because I like superheroes. I don't really care too much about soldiers myself. And this is one of those really one-off soldier characters. Like, he was just, literally is just a soldier. Like, that's what I mean. Like, for a long time, he was just a soldier, really good soldier. And he had a fun group of guys that he used to hang out with, right? So, or they were part of his crew, his unit. So, like, he apparently, the way he was he got, at least in Earth 1, he was killed with the last bullet in the last battle on the last day of the war. Now, they obviously retcon that in like Earth 2, where he actually never dies and he actually goes working covert ops for the government. But again, I have no idea how they're going to play this out in this new universe. And if we do get to see Easy Company and Sergeant Rock and Creature Commandos, this might be the beginning of that first branch. So we're hearing about this now probably because we're going to get some of that in Creature Commandos, in my opinion. So
Right.
we might actually get CGI robot in live action if this is true. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, look, I stopped questioning the need to do characters once I fell in love with Peacemaker, because that was the biggest why, what the fuck, who, and I love it. So for me, you tell me Daniel Craig is the guy, I'm in. Sign me up. So
Same.
I'm excited about this. Jamie, how does this sound? You excited to see Daniel Craig.
G.I. Jane.
No, I was just saying James Bond. Daniel Craig
James Bond.
possibly joining the DC universe.
That would be interesting. And I do really like Daniel Craig as an actor, especially in recent years. I was introduced to him through his role in the James Bond film. So kind of seeing like what he's branched out and done since then has been like really impressive. So yeah, anything you can put Daniel Craig in that he wants to be in, I'm down to see. Yeah, I'm kind of curious how he's gonna. I don't know much about the sergeant character either. Joel is saying he's kind of just like a normal dude, which is a little unfortunate. I would have liked to see like Daniel Craig kind of do like some kind of super powered role or be like some kind of superhero. But
I'm not gonna lie to you. You had Constantine right there. Like you had him.
Isn't Keanu Reeves was Constantine?
I will never give that thought till that's made and put in the movie theater. And told that I should care about it. Because if it's not canon, I don't care.
They were working on a sequel to the original, if that's what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I don't know if it'll be, even if it happens, I don't know if ittle be connected to James Gunn.
That's a good point. Yeah.
But we don't know that. So
we don't. Last time we checked, the script was done, but that's the last thing.
That's the last thing we heard.
Yeah, it's the last thing I heard.
But Daniel Craig would be. You know who else I really thought Daniel Craig would have been awesome to be? Etrigan. I thought he would have been great for Etrigan. Or
Etrigan's not bad. Well, Jason Blood, obviously.
Right, Jason Blood.
Him, Constantine, perfect.
I'm like, you look at him and you're just like, I can see that peacoat right now with the cigarette.
Oh yeah, he's got the right. He's at a good age too. What if you go with the older Constantine? Yeah.
So that's the only reason why I'm a little upset with this role. I'm like,
I mean, that's what Luca wants, and they want to do. I mean, all right, whatever.
Well,
I mean, this Sergeant Rock is such a good soldier. It's almost like he has powers. He's like a sixth sense, almost like he can almost a spider sense. It's crazy. Like how he's human. I don't understand this.
Well, I've been a fan of soldiers since my young years of G.I. Joe, so I'm very excited.
There you go. He's like the actual G.I. Joe.
He's like Duke. He's like
So. Duke on crack. That's what Sergeant Rock is.
So Jamie, you're all in.
Yeah, I'm all in. Love to see me some Daniel Craig.
Now, Trevon, are you in now, or do you need queer to really enhance your Daniel Craig love, or are you in now?
I don't know. Look, this
you look real torn.
This will be like it's fine. I'm happy for them. I mean, they seem to work really like each other to the point they want to do another movie together. Cool. The only movies I'm really familiar with him, Daniel Craig, in is Knives Out. So sorry, I'm not a Bond person.
You've not seen
not a Bond person. So
not a Bond person.
Oh, not one.
Not any of them?
Not that I can recall, honestly.
You know what's funny, Trevon? You know the one James Bond movie that I think most people unanimously have seen? It's the one with Pierce and Halle Berry. That's the one that usually, if people don't watch James Bond movies, they usually have seen that one. Because it's the one that's usually played the most with Halle Berry coming out of the water and whatnot. Like it's the perfect.
I'm sure I've seen that clip.
What's the name of it?
Die Another Day.
I haven't seen that. I don't
was
think.
it Die Another Day?
I think it was.
Maybe it's Die Another Day.
The one with Halle Berry, right? That one.
Yeah, with Halle Berry. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was Die Another Day. I think the only reason I know that is because the song is playing in my head as we saw, and I can't stand that movie because of that song.
I was never the biggest Pierce fan. Once Daniel came around, once they gave me a new way to look at James Bond, I was just
Daniel Craig. those are the James Bond movies to watch, especially the first one. I feel like you're gonna watch one. Definitely watch.
That is honestly the
Royale.
only true James Bond movie of Daniel Craig's tenure as James Bond. It's the most accurate to James Bond in whether it's all the quips, all the nostalgia of the character of James Bond, and then by the time you get to Quantum of Solace, the second one,
Yeah,
they just start carving out their own version of James Bond.
To me, it just dips after. Well, it goes and then goes back up, and then goes down, and then goes back up. It's like one of those things.
I thought after you get past, I enjoyed Quantum. I know
Quantum is my least favorite of the
Quantum. I do believe has a second best opening score with Alicia Keys. Oh, fucking love that song.
In the group chat earlier, Cliff did give me hope about this character, and then it kind of got doused real quickly.
That's because of the way he said it. I knew it was gonna happen.
Wait, he said what?
So what happened was because Luca, I can't pronounce how you pronounce his last name.
Don't try. Luca. We know.
Guadagnino?
I don't know.
Anyway, Luca and Daniel Craig are doing Queer right now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's obviously a gay movie. And Luca's gay. I believe Luca's gay.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing fucking Cliff says is, and he better be gay too. And I'm like, oh, now he's going to think Rock is gay and he should play him gay. And I'm like, that's not the character. That's just the last movie they did together.
But it can be. But it could be.
I mean,
like Jamie came in. Jamie came in and said that she was like openly gay.
Openly gay would be that.
He might not be openly gay. I said, well, that'd be interesting.
During World War II,
sure.
He'd be closeted. I'm just saying he'll be.
That's what I'm saying. She said open.
He'll be openly closeted.
No, he'll be closeted.
No, openly or not openly gay. So closeted gay.
I'm about to say openly gay.
I'm like, I think those are two polar opposites. I'm openly closeted. It's like, wait,
as I was trying to tell Cliff before, I was trying to tell Cliff before. I'm like, the fact, if you're telling me will there be gay characters in this with Luca involved, yes. Will it be starting to rock? I don't know. We'll see.
Look, if it's better for you, Trevon, it very well could be. Very well could be.
Oh, I know it could be.
Yeah, very well could be. We'll see if it is.
To be fair, if he is or he isn't, it doesn't really change the character. So
it's just, I mean, you told me it's a character with no powers. We need something to get me. He's like,
he's a soldier.
A war movie?
Yeah.
I don't know. I was like, with no power.
It's a war movie.
No. Because you watched the hell out of that. What was that war movie, Joel? The Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Oh yeah, that's true.
You watched that? They didn't have no power.
Did you see who was in that? No. Come on.
We don't know who's going to be in this yet.
I don't know who's in this.
That's true.
The main people in whatever the hell that movie called. It was
Ungentlemanly Warfare.
Superman and Reacher. Okay, that's all I saw. And Reacher was a little gay. So that movie was made for me. Okay, so,
Jamie, look, Trayvon's been.
He
saying
was. He said it in the movie.
I don't know what he's talking about, but
in the
movie, they were definitely.
He said it. He said. What is something about? I like to chase or something. And the guy was like, "You don't want me." He was like, "No, you too pretty. I like to." I was like, "Okay, okay. I like this. I like this. I like this a lot."
All right. Our last couple here. Kevin Feige says Avengers: Secret Wars will lead the MCU into a new age of mutants and of the X-Men. He says it's one of those dreams come true. We finally have the X-Men back. Great. Not really news, but that does give me an indication that Secret Wars will probably end the same way Days of Future Past did. where you come back into this new reality, it's like expansion. You're like, how did that get there? Like, new reality. This is pretty, because I'm assuming Secret Wars will have a in-game type of ending where you're seeing the new world now as it is. Because remember how Wakanda looked like Las Vegas, and then we get to Wakanda Forever, and it didn't look the same.
I just think it's because it was dark out when it happened.
No, that just looked like Vegas. I was like, oh shit, this is like Magic City out here. What's going on?
That's what we didn't see it at
They
night.
always
That's
did
why.
it like that though.
That's what I'm saying.
I
always
have never
did.
seen it at night.
That's what I mean. You've never saw it at night, so it looks different at night. It's brighter, but
Yeah.
but
It looked like you had cocaine and prostitutes out there. I was like, what the hell's going
It
on?
probably was.
It probably was.
I'm sure there's probably certain parts of Wakanda.
Wakanda toots? Yeah, it might exist. You don't know, Joel. Don't speak to what you don't know. But I'm very excited to enter this mutant era. How likely is it that the very first movie coming into the next phase is a mutant movie? Jamie, I'll start with you. What do you think the odds are that that very first movie coming out of Secret Wars into the new era of the MCU? Do you think that first movie is a mutant project, whether it's a movie or a TV show?
I mean, I would just be hopeful, be like, sure. I personally, you know, I love the X-Men.
Go.
I love like a lot of different mutant characters, and so for me, best possible outcome, yes, they will be there at the beginning of the next phase.
That would be great. Yes.
All right,
That'd be so fun.
Trevon, what do you think?
We need an X-Men TV show. Or about the school.
Okay, like the inception of the school, or just like school
The
modern?
school's already running.
Okay.
School already running. Not the beginning.
Okay. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, dog. Joel, do you agree? Do you think that's probably the first project, something mutant oriented?
I mean, they already mentioned we're working on X-Men, so I would not be surprised if that's the first thing after Avengers: Secret Wars. There's 2 dates. No, there's many dates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 dates.
Yeah.
So yeah. So,
How far after Secret Wars though?
There's one in July.
Oh.
So the Secret Wars is in May, and the 23rd, July 23rd, and that's already the beginning of the new saga.
Right there.
Oh,
Man,
that's crazy.
That'd be crazy.
I'm not. You know what the cool thing about it would be is that we'd be getting the X-Men castings that Secret Wars is coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they would be existing, even though they probably won't be in the movie. We'll have a lot of information on the X-Men by the time that comes.
Or they won't tell us nothing. They'll go dark in between.
I mean,
they'll go dark between Doomsday
bro,
and
there's no way to go that dark. For
They could do it. They could do it. Marvel's good. They could do it.
That's
no
tough.
Dark.
2 months after
There's no way.
I mean, that's a way to get people itching for you.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's hard to get these actors to not say shit. I mean, you just already had Denzel telling us about Black Panther 3, and we didn't even know when it was going to be a Black Panther.
Well, they didn't come until 2029, so you know.
No, but I'm saying it's hard to get these actors to not say things, right? So it's like something's going to leak somehow. We're just in a world of too much information.
Nah, get those assassins ready.
Awesome. That would be awesome. It's just
Marvel snipers.
Yeah.
That just tells me his role ain't gonna be significant.
Who?
I don't know that. That means that. Remember, all Denzel said was that Ryan was
in Black Panther.
in Black Panther 3.
It can't be that significant.
I don't know.
I don't know that. I don't know why he waste Denzel.
He ain't gonna be running around being Black Panther, so
No,
it's not gonna be that significant.
What? No, I don't think that. But he could be fighting.
He's gonna be an elder.
He's not gonna lead the movie.
He's just gonna be an elder sitting there. You know, that's it.
Nah, I don't think
It's
so.
okay.
Look. There's a difference between Forrest Whitaker and Denzel. They very much wasted Forrest Whitaker. I don't think they'll do the same thing for Denzel. Or why? Or why do Denzel? Shit. If you want Denzel, but to waste him, go get his son. if that's what you want to do, just go get his son. Waste him. You don't waste Denzel. No. Not for the one thing he's never done, and that's like a superhero project. I don't think you waste him. Now he can be a one and done, like he's the villain and dies at the end. You can do that. I don't think you should waste him. Kevin Feige also teases the future of the Fantastic Four. They wrap next week.
As he should.
It comes out next summer, and then all those characters go right into the next Avengers movie. So I'm very excited about the future of Fantastic Four.
We already do that though.
I know this for a fact. I know Pedro told Kevin, filming better not take long. you want me in both those Avenger movies? Yeah, okay. No, filming better not take long. This filming seemed like it was like what, month and a half, 2 months. Like it seemed short. Oh no! I'm sorry. It was a little longer than that because I remember they
So
started
they're
right
doing
after.
it. They started in July, right?
Yeah, they started right after San Diego. So
Yeah,
July,
the same week.
right? And he's still got Mando shit to do. He's a busy ass man, a very busy ass man.
Last of
Most
Us.
of his Mando shit is voice.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, he's I'm about to say he's done with Last of Us. Isn't he?
I don't know if Trevon may go forward. So I'm like, we'll see. We'll see how that.
Oh,
I guess
I don't watch the show anyway. I just said that for y'all.
Oh.
Oh, you don't.
No.
Well, for our,
If they have another gay episode, I'll come back.
what did you do when we
You'll
were?
never know unless you watch it.
No, y'all tell me, then I'll go back.
You had a whole gay episode.
Don't tell him shit. Don't tell him nothing. He has to watch it.
I know. I watched the episode and that was it.
Oh, you watched the one gay episode and that was it?
Yep.
What if it spilled into the next episode?
It didn't. I know they died.
No.
Well,
So
I hate Trevon so much, man. It's crazy how much I hate Trevon, man.
That show's so good though. I don't get it.
I hear
it's
y'all.
really good.
Happy for y'all.
What does that say? I'm happy for y'all. You'd be happy for you if you gave it a chance.
I did.
No.
I don't think that's good. You watching it again, like most things, for the wrong reason. Did you watch it because you thought it was good, or because you thought it was gay?
I watched it because it was gay.
Yeah.
I'm not a zombie person anyway. Like that's not like, okay. Like
that's not really.
Walking Dead got on my damn nerves after a while, so I ain't watching this shit no more. I ain't doing no more.
Yeah,
of them things.
this is very much not like that at all.
Yeah, they're definitely not normal zombies.
You also aren't gonna get. I don't think you're gonna get that long-winded of episodes.
You still gotta keep moving and run away from zombies the rest of your life. I'm okay. Thanks.
Okay. Well, if you're whittling it down to just that,
the basics of survival, that's exactly true.
Yeah. We also got news that Daredevil Born Again is set a few years after the original Daredevil series. Quote, in that time, Matt Foggy and Karen have found a pretty good rhythm. Matt's made peace with his role, both as a lawyer and vigilante. Which is interesting, because I swear to God, the way that last season ended, it ended like, all right, Kingpin's done. So, like, I'm done. I'm just going to be a lawyer now. Like, it very much felt like he was hanging up Daredevil. Like, he was good. He did what he needed to do.
I love this for them to come back, but I did have a petty thought. I was like, this is great, but they changed that name just so they wouldn't pay them for season 4, 5, whatever season it would be. Like, that's why they changed that name.
They should be happy they're back. They almost didn't bring them back at all.
To be fair to Trayvon's point,
that's why they do it.
And then I didn't think that. I didn't think that early on.
Never did
they
that,
weren't telling us.
Well, that's why they do it though.
Directly connected.
I know that.
Yeah.
And then as you slowly got closer to the inception of the show, they were just like, well, yeah, it's of that same universe. Like those events still happen, and you were kind of just like, well, that's just you not doing season 4. That's you going. We're not paying you for doing 4 seasons because we're not Netflix. So we're new. Welcome, thank you. Hi. This is a new thing. Season 1.
It's a continuation.
So I did think that was funny. So I will give you that, Trayvon. That was a little hilarious. But I do have a feeling we're gonna get news very soon that
about what? We're
gonna start getting more of the Defenders.
Oh,
I really do think so. Because at some point you got to focus on the street level characters. Like now that you're essentially eliminating that Spider-Man movie from being that, you got to get these street level characters somewhere, right? Like Hawkeye can't be the only thing. Hawkeye and Daredevil can't be the only thing. Well, She-Hulk too. Sorry, those 3 can't be.
Punisher too, right?
Well, until he gets his own show.
Okay.
He's
talking about your own show. I mean, you think they're gonna get their own shows? I don't 100%. Think so.
Yeah, I don't think Iron Fist and Luke Cage will have split shows. I think they'll just make Heroes for Hire. I think Jessica will have her own show. Because you don't need it.
They might not call it Jessica. They might call it
they definitely call it something else.
Well, it was called her. The comic book was called it was called Alias.
Yeah, what did they call it? Alias.
Yeah, but there's already a show name, so maybe they have to be cute with it. So
they might say something like Alias.
Maybe Or yeah, that or Jessica Jones Alias or some shit.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, but Jessica needs to have her own show. I'm just curious if all these shows will follow Daredevil's blueprint of a lived-in world already. Like we're continuing the story. Because remember, Jessica left.
I mean,
Yeah.
why would you bring them back and not? But the whole thing is now, you left us with blue balls on 2 characters with Iron Fist and Luke Cage, right?
Yeah.
You kind of just like, oh, what the fuck? And now it's 10 years later. What are we like? What are we doing? like,
Man, to
God,
me,
has it been that long?
yeah.
I might prefer for Luke Cage and Iron Fist, if you're gonna keep the same actors, for you to say that you're wiping their story. Because for me, it's just because it just allows you to just rectify and just make it more.
They can wipe it and just kind of ignore. Because it's been so long, so much shit has happened since then. A lot of things they can
think about it. The last time we saw Luke, he was taking over the club, and it looked like he was going a dark path.
And how significant would that be?
Right, I don't.
All these years later,
I don't.
It'll be just a throwaway line in the episode, like, "Oh, remember this?" or blah blah blah.
Right.
Yeah,
and
I lost all that shit.
Remember the last time we see Iron Fist?
I lost all that shit.
Fist. And what's her name has become the new Iron Fist. So it's like,
well, no.
He got 2 fists, right? Didn't he get 2?
Yeah, he 2 fists. Yeah,
well, he had the guns too.
Yeah,
weird. But she also gained an Iron Fist as well.
Right. So I'm like, I don't know how much of that I need you to keep. So,
but what was it? Timeline wise, it's been 10 years. Like those shows ended technically in 2017 narratively.
Okay.
So it by the time we get to Daredevil, at least the next Daredevil season, which is next year, in their world it would probably be 2027. I don't know until I see the show, but right now their time it's 2026. It's 2024 for us in real life. Or for them it's 2026. So next year I'm just going up another year. So I'm assuming next year it'll be 2027. That makes it 10 years.
So fingers crossed, because I'd love to see Heroes for Hire and Jessica Jones back. All right, last thing we got here, Denzel broke some news that he will be returning for Equalizer 4 and 5.
Oh man, wow.
Quote, they want me to keep beating the bad guys up. So I don't know if now Queen Latifah feels like she needs to match it, and we'll get 5 or 6 seasons of that to go along.
They're doing a spin-off. You talking about a spin-off of her show?
No. I mean her actual.
No, but they're doing a spin-off of her show too.
They are, yeah. At least talking.
I don't know what that is, but apparently 2 other characters are getting a spin-off or something. I don't know.
Interesting.
And then he's just announced 2 new movies, so it's very interesting what's going on there.
The Equalizer lives on apparently forever.
We excited for this, Jamie? We excited to see Denzel come back to the Equalizer world?
I don't know how he's gonna do it. Like 4 and 5, unless it's like back to back. I don't know. I don't know how old Denzel is, but if it was me, I'd be retired.
Stunt doubles. That's it. Stunt doubles. I mean, but also
I guess
he ain't really do much leg work in any of these Equalizers.
That last one especially. It was like
all hands. It was all hands.
A lot of it is like, I'll fuck you up from this.
I haven't seen the most recent one. I wanted to see it, but I forget what stopped me.
I
like them, honestly,
because I'm not a fan of the second one. But the
first, I even like the second one, which is not the best.
Really good.
But I agree. Yeah, the third one was good.
Yeah,
he is 69 years old.
I was about to say he's 70, bro. Yeah. Tyson let me ruin my idea of old people. So
he will be 70 next month. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Age doesn't mean anything anymore. So
whatever. Yeah, I stop caring.
I mean, yes and no for me. Yes and no. I feel like for me, it's not like are you physically capable of this? It's like, do you want to do this thing at this point?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Denzel looks like he's trying to soak up as much acting as possible.
Yeah.
His body's just like, hey, we're done.
That's fair.
We're done. So
he did say like he was gonna wrap it up, and then all of a
sudden, that's what I was thinking. And then you say Equalizer 4 and 5. I'm like, oh wow.
So let me get this Marvel residual check. So let me get this Marvel residual check too.
Well, no, remember he said in that one interview, I'm gonna retire. Then his very next interview, he said, I didn't say retire. I just meant, I'm going to be smarter about what I pay. And it's like, no, you said retired. We get
Yeah, that's the way of getting people.
but you said it.
They're like, hey, you're gonna retire. Let's do your last movie. Here you go. Here,
But
this your
4
last one.
and 5 is excessive. Maybe 4 is okay. 4 and 5, that's
So nice
all right.
chat.
Yeah, I don't know, but
If Denzel's doing Equalizer 4 and 5 at 70, fuck it. Tom Cruise, don't end it. Do a couple more.
No.
Tom Cruise
Cruise
is
I want Tom
crazy
Cruise
stuff.
jumping out of. I want him jumping out of a live car at 96. There's no one that to do it to Tom Cruise.
So you want to watch him die? Is what I'm hearing.
I've been watching him try to die these last 8 years.
Every time they're filming these movies, I'm like, please let an article not come out. Please. of him like perishing, please.
Bro, I say this all the time. I'm like, does he love his kids? And everyone's just like, why would you say that? I'm like, because he tries to die like a lot. So I'm like, I don't know. Like,
I feel like he promoted the last one. He was like flying in a plane or some shit, like just to promote it.
Yeah,
like an award show or
something. The studio comes to you, right? The studio always says the same thing. We got great, stunt people to do this. Tom Cruise always looks them in the eye and goes, no. I'll cheat death myself. And it's just like, that's
and they're panicking too. Like, they're like, can you please just sit down?
That's why I said, don't let him stop down. Let him get crazier. Let him get crazy.
Those insurance companies must hate him, bro. Like, what?
They're like, oh my god,
like, stop it.
Where is he? Oh my god! Did you give him to sign a waiver? My god,
Joel's right. Those insurance people just like those straps. Did we triple check them? Yeah. No, check them again. Check them a couple more times.
Like, we don't want to pay his family.
Oh my god! Somebody watch him.
I don't know. They always joked about Tom Brady never wanting to be home. Tom Cruise don't never want to be home. Tom Cruise filming right now. He's filming something right now. That man don't never want to be home.
It's always whenever you see these stars or stuff like this, and then you see like, oh, we're going skydiving, we're going bungee jumping. I'm like, you doing what? Well, you might got reshoots. Like, what's going on?
I'm stunt double. I would no. That's the thing, DJV. There is no stunt.
Don't use them.
There's no Tom Cruise stunt double. Tom Cruise is stunt double. So no, that doesn't exist. All right, last thing here. Ahsoka season 2 is set to begin filming in April. I swear to God, I forgot about this show.
They didn't tell us anything.
When I read it,
it went off, and they were like, "Oh yeah, that happened." I'm like, "What?"
So, well, Trevon, I bring this up to end the show because I wanted to bring this up to you again, not to get your hopes up, but just because it's a possibility. There, last time we saw Thrawn, he was heading to Dathomir. One of your favorite characters is from Dathomir. We don't know if she's still alive. We don't know what's happened between her and Cal and all this time. Did she maybe go back home? We have no idea. So this is going to be a lot of fun. I believe they're only going to Dathomir just to give us.
Is he there with her?
Is he there with her? Right. I believe they're only going to Dathomir just to give us Darth Maul again. Like I wholeheartedly believe that. They won't let that motherfucker die. Like ever.
I was gonna say, isn't he dead?
They won't let him die. Like this kid's third time dying.
They're resurrecting.
They love doing it. So, but Trevon, are you excited for Ahsoka season 2?
Yeah, I mean, I'm absolutely here for it. Bring it on. Add some more witchy stuff in it, though, please. Thanks.
Yeah, well, if they're going to Dathomir, they're gonna have to. That's Witch Central. So
don't just do a little drive-by and leave, please. Thanks. Appreciate
that
you.
would be messed up.
Appreciate you.
They land. He picks a couple flowers. All right, let's move out. We're good. Jamie, you excited for Ahsoka season 2 at all?
I am, yeah. There's I think they left a lot on the table that can be addressed in season 2, which is interesting. I would like them to kind of dig more into, I guess, like the magical or like witchy side that they kind of like brushed on a little bit in the first season. And then I think outside of just like expanding the lore that they had, like just continuing to have like really great lightsaber fights. freaking Ezra and what's her face, other girl.
Yep.
They're in there.
Hera?
Yes.
Which
Yes.
one?
Wait. Yeah, Sabine.
Okay.
Okay.
They were an interesting case. I don't know what their like. I kind of know what their deal is at the same time. Like, but is that their deal? So I'm excited to see them again.
They're very weird because there's a lot of times where they give little brother, big sister vibes, and then there are very much times where you're just like,
Want to hit it?
yeah.
Hit it. Oh my god.
Yeah, like when they first saw each other after all this time, it was just like, I don't know how you're viewing him. I'm paying attention though.
The grown ass man there with them blue eyes.
Let me tell you what, the eyes, the beard. I was like, hold up.
That's what she was saying. She's like, God damn, okay. And that's why I'm like, okay, is that where your mind was?
So you aged well there, Ezra.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know any women around here? You seeing somebody?
You know the thing has always been for me, Jamie, when it comes to those two? I've never known how old Ezra is compared to Sabine. I've never known. You just, when you look at them, because it's animated, you assume they're probably around the same age. But Ezra's made out to be a kid. However you deem kid to be. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, right?
That age range.
Sabine's never really made to be seeming like a kid. You know? So I've never known their age, which is why I've always been more towards brother, sister. But I don't know that for sure. So that's why I'm like, that possibility's out there. I don't know.
That is fair. They should clarify that.
They probably have, and I just don't know it. But
they don't need to now.
Yeah, clarify that.
That's all fair game.
Opens, yeah, you need to open it that way.
Goddamn hormones, they kick in.
You see, I always thought she was older than him. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was always.
I think she is. I just don't know about how much.
Right. One of my friends called it Alabama vibes because it seems like both.
Oh.
It doesn't need to be both. Come on.
Wow.
It doesn't need to be both.
Oh my god.
Well,
goodness gracious.
Back then, yeah. Now,
he just would do something. But see, the problem is that it started off as a kid's show. So, like, she's going to do a lot of brother sisterly kind of like noogies and shit like that. But I'm like, I don't know. But then when you bring it to live action where it's like they could kiss if they wanted to, you kind of go, but they don't. So maybe there's nothing there. Maybe there's
I don't know.
We'll see.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Even though Ezra's enjoying his freedom while Sabine is stuck on that planet. My biggest question, Joel, is God rest his soul, Ray Stevenson. How do you recast Balin?
That's a good question. I have no idea. Because he was great in that series too.
He was really good.
He was really good. So that's sad, obviously, to think about. But that's a good question. I have no idea. Should you? Do you? Like,
there's something wrong with Ditch, bro. There's just something wrong. I don't know what it is, but there's just something wrong.
Oh man!
Except that's being apparently born in 21 BBY, so that would make her. If Rebels takes place 5 BBY, I guess you just got to do the math.
You getting this from Wookiee.com?
I don't even know where this is coming from. Where were they pulling it from? One? Is it one?
How old is Sabine in Rebels? It says 16.
All right. Yeah, that's what I got here, 16.
Yeah.
When I did the math. So she was born in 21 BBY, and Rebels takes place in 5. She's 16 at the time of that.
So he was
series.
14, apparently.
Oh, so
that's not too bad.
That's fucking range. Imagine this.
All right, we're gonna end this show. I'm looking forward to Ahsoka season 2. I also want to give a huge shout out. We did get a new trailer for Severance returning January 17th. Shout out to Severance.
Oh, Shell
Holmes.
Ooh.
Don't do that, Joel, because my back is turned to it, and I don't like missing it. But thank you guys. Oh, wait. I did want to add this too. Now You See Me, Part 4 has wrapped filming. Comes out November 14th, 2025. I'm very excited to see all the old cast come back because I thought they did Isla Fisher dirty in that last one.
Which one? Oh, the Magician one. I've never seen any of those movies.
What the fuck?
I've seen the first one. I
good.
don't remember seeing the rest of them.
Never
Oh
seen any of
man,
those.
there's number 3 was where you were kind of like, you can stop making them. But 1 and 2 were really. 1 is spectacular.
Yeah, one
2
was
was really solid.
Yeah.
And 3 was just like, okay, you guys lost it. No problem. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. So they took a break and then came back, but they brought everyone back. So very excited to see when that first trailer drops. But outside of that, guys, wait, when he said there was a third Now You See Me, I don't remember that at all. I remember it like it was yesterday, and it was not great. But yes, so can't wait to go see that. But I want to give a huge shout out to Jamie for joining us today. Thank you, Jamie, for joining us.
Thanks for the Jaime.
Yeah, thanks for having me, y'all.
Always.
I think
always.
So, Juwaan, look up. Now You See Me 3 is the new one.
Wait, they only made 2?
Yeah.
No.
You sure?
Yeah, that's what this thing says. It says the third one is November 14, 2025. So
What the fuck was the second one then? I felt like the second one.
the last one was in 2016. Damn, it's a long time ago.
Fuck.
Damn, was it that long ago?
That's what it said. Damn.
First
one
one
was 2013.
The last one, my baby was born that year.
Wow, you're right. So then it was the second. Yeah, then the second one was not great. Yeah, sorry, second one wasn't great. I gave it one more movie than I should. Second one wasn't great.
Trying to see the future. It's like this movie was.
I saw number 3. You guys will love it. Number 2 wasn't great. Yeah, number 2 got a 34% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yikes.
Anyway, as always, thank Juwaan and Trevon for joining me as always.
Thank you.
And DJV and Didge. Thank you guys both very much for being in the comments with us. We appreciate you guys, and we will see you guys next week. Wait, hold on. Yeah, Juwaan, you fucking me up. Second one had Harry Potter in it. Yes, second one did have Daniel Radcliffe, not Harry Potter, just so no one gets confused.
He's Harry Potter.
Because they were doing.
There's a new HP coming.
Speaking of Harry Potter, though, so I'm watching Goblet of Fire now.
Mm-hmm.
I did not remember that freaking Robert Pattinson was in that movie.
Not just you. No one does.
I was like, oh my god.
The Harry Potter
So
fan.
you're watching it or you finished it?
I haven't finished. I got an hour left.
Okay, well.
For Harry Potter, his role was iconic, right? But to people that just kind of like casually are Harry Potter fans, you completely forget. It's one of those blinking you miss it kind of things. But yeah, very much so.
Did you watch How to Get Away with Murder? Okay, well, the main actor in that is also in Harry Potter.
I was just saying, Robert Pattinson was in that.
No, West. West in How to Get Away with Murder.
I know who you meant.
Also in.
He was like one of the
Afro
that were in it.
Yeah.
Low skin.
Not many of us in Hogwarts.
No, it's not. You're right.
See, okay, the other thing I thought about, random thought. The other thing I thought about, I like, you know what? Maybe Harry is like a dark wizard because every year he's always hanging out with the dark arts teachers. Think about this. And there's always a new one because like something happens to him, and I'm like, I get it. They're bringing in new people. But Harry always hanging out with them.
Always good though.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Jamie. I always thought Snape wanted to kill Harry.
You know what's hilarious? I think it was after the third movie. I'm like, you know what? Snape, he just trying to help people, but he's just persnickety about it. He's just trying to help people.
Very much an asshole. Anyone that flips their cloak like that motherfucker does, yeah, they're an asshole for sure.
He was smacking Harry and Ron in the head in this episode, this movie though, and I was like, oh, that's a little.
So you've not seen the other ones at all? Like this is literally like your first time?
Yeah. So what's funny? I've seen clips from this movie. Actually, it's the same thing I was talking about before. I'm realizing that I've seen clips from this movie, but this is the first time I've watched it, like all the way through. Yeah.
So I'll be careful with things I say then. Okay.
Yeah, no
Have fun.
spoilers. No spoilers.
I like it though.
Can't wait to
That's
talk to
fun.
you after this one ends. The one you're on right
You
now.
gotta let the cloak flow if you have it though.
But hey,
I like he be doing it. That motherfucker be flopping. Flop. Like goddamn, relax, man.
Flop, flop. What's after Goblet of Fire?
Order of the Phoenix.
Order
Yeah.
of the Phoenix.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the Fire Realm.
And then
Fiery Realm.
Half-Blood Prince.
Half-Blood Prince.
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw that one. Yeah, I mean, I've seen them all. I'm just trying to
I
remember
was
if I
saying,
rewatched
seen
them.
them all.
I know I have. I rewatched them. I think a year ago. I don't know if I ever finished rewatching them. So I'm trying to see where I left off.
Oh, you trying to catch up with me?
Yeah, once you mentioned that, I was like, oh fuck, did I finish rewatching? I don't remember.
Trying to
I've
catch
been enjoying it.
You've seen them all is hilarious. On your second go around, you trying to catch up with me, Joe?
Yeah.
That comment will definitely have those tattoos.
He better not beat you, Jamie. Rewatch.
You never know. I could watch like a half a movie and start another one tonight. You never know.
You're not gonna finish it. You're just gonna watch half and just start.
I've been
another one?
watching them as I'm like going to sleep, and when I start to feel like okay, like I don't remember the last 5 minutes, then I pause.
I'm sorry, hold on. You're watching Harry Potter as a lullaby? Is that what you just said?
I mean, not necessarily to lull me to sleep. I watch stuff all the time when I go to sleep. So
When I go to sleep, I put on
used
things
to.
like Family Guy. Like you're putting on some classics.
I tell Google to play water sounds.
I play Rain.
I
I
do
do.
that.
I play Rain.
I tried that. Then I get thirsty. I'm like, nah, I'm up.
No, I do. Rain works. Rain works for me.
try.
Mine is like the beach.
Are we thirsty?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, we are, buddy.
Yeah.
It's like, god damn, this water sound.
I only learned that because of having a baby. Because like she's like, put that on. She'll go to sleep. I'm like, I guess. And then now I go to sleep with it. So it's like fine. It works.
She's up, but Joelle's like
every time.
like it works.
Like, hey,
like,
you don't have to worry about it working. It worked. I fell right asleep.
No.
But all right. I appreciate you guys. We will check you guys out same time, same place next week. What comes out? No, we're a little ways away.
Next week,
Wait,
is the
Wicked
day
comes out
before Thanksgiving.
Wicked and Gladiator.
No, Wicked is this weekend. Wicked
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Gladiator is this weekend.
Ooh,
Next
baby.
week, I think it's Moana all by itself.
It's
Oh.
Mona. Her name is
Oh.
Mona.
Moana.
That reminds me, I might not be able to.
Oh,
I might be
shit.
seeing Moana.
On podcast day?
It's on a Wednesday. Yeah. It starts on Tuesdays, actually, next week.
I'm off on that. I'm off all next week. Fuck that.
Oh, must be nice.
We'll figure it out.
I took PTO. I'm like, oh yeah, I got
Well,
it.
to be fair, Joel always waits to the end of the year to use the PTO, so makes sense.
I have enough. So yeah. So this is the first year I've done it on Thanksgiving though. So I'm like,
His job doesn't come to him. He doesn't even have to request it. His job just goes, Joel, take it. Please.
They gave us a surprise disconnect day for Wednesday. So,
Oh, that's nice.
so Thursday and Friday we already had off. So, but,
yeah, I already have Thursday, Friday, and like half of Wednesday off. So I'm like, why not just take Monday, Tuesday off? So I'm like, and the rest of Wednesday.
Yeah.
So me and Deja, same idea, and I did the same thing for Christmas, New Year's. So I'm done that week, and I don't come back till 2025, baby.
Year of Superman.
My job gives me the whole week after Christmas
The rest
off.
of the year.
Really, that's cool.
Till then, peace.